I say Adam Reynolds because, hey, look, where we're playing, Suncorp.
He knows the pressure.
Who does he play for?
Broncos.
Yeah. Where's his home ground?
Suncorp.
Suncorp Stadium. So he fits in perfectly.
Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new episode here on the Touchline Podcast. It's episode 26. Hopefully you've all had a great weekend. Well, we obviously did it. Blues lost, the Bulldogs lost.
I lost.
We've copped 2 L's, he's copped 3 L's. So yeah, it hasn't been the best week, but how was your weekend?
Shit.
Yeah, it was horrible.
You summed it up
but
already.
it was good. Saturday I had a wedding on. My first cousin got married. Congrats to him.
Congrats.
We had heaps of fun, bro. Drinking. I don't know what the hell happened to me on Saturday night. Pissed, but Sunday, you know what happened.
You know, we
Yeah,
had
but
the
stadium.
it was a good trip to Gosford.
No, it was a good trip.
Nice stadium.
I enjoyed it.
Got good interviews over there.
No, we did. We had like 20 plus videos that we interviewed.
We
a lot of
interviewed the
people.
whole stadium.
No, it was actually really
Towards
good.
the end, yeah.
No, it's good that we reacted with the fans, spoke to them,
Yeah.
done
But
interviews.
I wish we could have won that game.
Yeah,
that week was just something.
We'll get into that later about
Well, we're gonna
what
get
happened.
into it in the preview.
But-
So
Yeah.
Yeah, not the best week, but let's get into the
We'll
week.
get into the round 15 recap.
Anthony,
yeah,
sorry, man.
no worries.
Sick.
Just bear with me. Sorry, usually I'm always on the go,
Anthony, I
but
think you might get sick.
nah, I'm alright. Round 14.
He's nervous.
No, I'm not nervous. Are
Wasn't
you
it,
serious?
Wasn't it round 15?
No, it was round 14.
Round 14, okay.
So West Tigers, they lost against Canberra Raiders by 1 point, 20 to 19.
Man,
That was a
How did
robbery.
you react about that
Robbery.
game, man?
You watched that game?
In what way
Yeah,
was
I
it?
did watch it,
In
yeah.
what way was it a robbery? What the
Field
ending?
goal.
No.
Nah, it happened. That's the
What do you
rule now.
mean?
The robbery
Yeah, but what do you mean?
when he came and tackled him.
They got a penalty and they got the field goal after Raiders.
But which one?
What do
Are you
mean?
talking about when Papali'i
At the end?
done that?
Yeah, that's what he's
Yeah.
talking about.
That's
Yeah.
a penalty now.
Yeah, I'm saying that was Good Friday. Like, what happened
Yeah, I
to
know,
us in
but
2015?
It was
in
a
the Good
robbery then.
Friday-
And then after that, they got the penalty, they got the field
that's
goal.
what I'm saying. I'm saying at the Good Friday moment, no one knew of that rule.
Yeah.
But now we know of that rule. Then I said, okay, yeah,
That's a
penalty.
stupid rule.
It's a dumb
It
rule.
is
I
a dumb
understand.
rule.
It's a dumb rule.
I don't think they did. I don't think they got robbed because it's in the books.
In a way, yeah, but you can, yeah.
It's
like-
done because they're contesting to block the.
It's dumb.
They have no intention to get the legs.
Technically, that's a robbery.
It's the
I don't
dumbest
care
rule,
about
but
the rule book.
yeah, talking about that game, Raiders were in full control.
Yeah,
but
they
against
did.
Tigers, man, they showed grit and they showed passion and they almost got over the line. They took the lead 19-18 from 18-0 down. They looked like they were going to
Made
win
a
it,
good
man.
comeback.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
good.
Jamal.
Yeah, Tigers, man, they've changed. Their whole team has changed. It looks
Yeah,
like
it looks completely changed.
now,
yeah.
they now have belief. They have belief in the coach that he's bringing something out of the team. Raiders, they were good. And again, they're known for choking leads. They're known for look, with Raiders, they either choke a lead or they come back from when they're behind. So
Yeah.
Tigers, it's a good signs for them, man. They're looking like a good team. I think they probably won't get the wooden spoons.
Yeah.
The wooden
I don't
spoons,
think
sorry.
so.
No, they won't. They won't.
But yeah, Tigers, yeah,
they came back. They came back. They played really good.
Anthony, you watched the game. Like,
Yeah, I
you watch
did.
the full-
Jamal Fagadi, he put 2 tries. Rapana put a try.
Rapana.
Yeah.
Played really good too.
So it was.
They were in form.
So
Canberra's
Raiders
always
were
in form.
first half and second half was
reckon
Tigers.
it would've been-
Tigers was close, but then
If-
that incident.
If Croker was playing, it would have been a different game.
yeah, it was. Yeah.
Like, they're
Who?
trying to rest.
Croker?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they're trying to rest him for the
Raiders
round-
have now
rounds of the game.
7 wins in their 8 games.
They're undefeated now,
So
apparently.
They're comfortably in the top
Yeah,
8.
one loss in
One
the 8
loss,
games,
doesn't
but
matter.
Yeah.
that's what happens when you just pick up form. They started the season off poor, but once you pick up form, you just suddenly find yourself in the top 4.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what any of these teams fighting for the 8 now. That's what they got to do: pick up
Yeah.
some form, pick up wins, and then the whole season changes. But
Exactly.
Raiders, yeah, I think it was a big win because now they're within reach of first place.
Yeah.
Tigers, a win would have put them back, like really in consideration
In a
for
good
top
position,
8.
yeah.
But yeah, it happens like that. The top teams are always going to be better.
Look, I know what happened the last few minutes of that game, but end of the day, a win's a win for Canberra.
Yeah,
but,
it is.
But don't
Anyone will
forget,
take to win.
because now they're trying to prove a point because now we're in the midway through the season,
Yeah.
round 15 now.
Yeah.
So this is now when everyone
This
wants
is
to
crunch
start.
time.
Winning.
Yeah, this is crunch time
Yeah.
now. So this is when everyone wants to push their pace up right now
To get top
to
8.
get to top 8.
Exactly.
So if Canberra wants to get themselves into the finals like they always usually do, they have to start from now.
Yeah.
But they've been on the winning streak. I know they were
I think
they
they'll
lost
get it.
that one game. Doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yeah,
affect
I
them.
think they'll get it, but
I think Ricky Stewart's doing a really good job right
he
now.
is, yeah.
But I think he should stay in the club for another year, 2 years
No,
to get
apparently
some
talk about Rick Stewart, the
to
questions
the grand final.
about how
He could
everyone
go
should-
Blues.
He should come back to Blues and coach him.
Yeah,
I think he should, man, because he's the heart and soul of
again,
Blue.
have a new challenge.
Yeah.
He'd be a good.
I think,
coach.
I think he's the heart and soul of Blues. Him and Gus, they
Yeah.
were together back in
that's true.
03, 04 days
Yeah.
when I was that time in that prime, bro. They were the best coaching stuff for New South Wales.
I think if he was to end a end his Raiders career with
Yeah.
a premiership possibly this year. Maybe end it and get the Origin job for Blues.
But do you think Ricky Stewart should be the Blues coach next? If
Depends.
I think it'll be up there.
You have to weigh.
yeah, I think he will.
You
The
have to
first
weigh-
option, I think he
You
will.
have to weigh your options.
But yeah,
I hope so.
Next game.
Yeah, right. Yeah, must need a win for the Raiders.
Must win. Warriors defeated Dolphins.
Yeah.
Big win for the Warriors.
Massive win, 30-8.
The Hammer wasn't playing.
Yeah, he was
he's
out.
back this week.
Yeah,
He's
now
back
he's
this
back.
week.
Osaka's been stepping up lately.
Yeah, Saka's
Yeah.
been their best player so far this season, being consistent as well.
They're playing in New Zealand, so
Now,
it's-
Yeah.
it's
It's
always
hard.
hard.
It's
It's
always
so hard
hard.
to win there, man.
Yeah, it is
Every
very
time
hard.
you look
It's
at
like a curse.
First of all,
Yeah.
you look at where Warriors are playing. If they're playing there, everyone tips them.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
it's so hard to win.
they've been having a lot of games over there.
Yeah, they have now because back
Yeah.
to normal.
And that's the
No,
win.
it is back to
They're
normal.
in the top 8 now.
Yeah, but don't forget, because, last year, the year before, during the COVID season, they had to play around Queensland area.
Yeah,
Mackay, was it Mackay area? Or Dolphins,
Dolphins
home
home
ground.
ground.
Dolphins.
Yeah, they were only there for like a year and a bit. But NRL was trying to consider them to stay there, to be like
But they
in
wanted
Australia.
to-
But you can't, man.
You can't.
It's
They
the
got
New Zealand
family.
Warriors.
That's their home too.
Exactly,
They got
bro.
family and everything.
Their fan base is always in at Auckland, like
Yeah.
Mount Smart Stadium.
Talking about the game.
Yeah.
Warriors, man, they're playing good every week. I think their forwards are getting him over the line, and I think Sean Johnson plays a big part of that.
Yeah.
They played a very good game.
He's playing very, very
He played
impressive.
very good,
Very comfortable
against the
to do.
Dolphins. Dolphins, I feel now we're starting to see a bit of inexperience kicking in. Like now they're a bit inconsistent.
Yeah.
They're losing, they're winning,
Yeah.
but still they're doing good enough. No one expected them to be where they are now, top 8. But now they're fighting to stay in the 8. So they've
Yeah.
got a few fixtures coming up, tough fixtures, and it's going to get.
It's
now
gonna
a bit-
challenge
a
them,
bit
yeah.
serious for them now.
It's going to challenge them hard because the next couple of weeks is going to be a big lineup.
They've got big games too,
Yeah,
and
they
Warriors
do.
as well. They
Yeah.
got Raiders.
Yeah.
If you take Sean Johnson out of that team, they struggle.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
won't
of
be
course.
where they are
Of
now.
course.
Yeah, but don't forget when Sean Johnson was at Cronulla, Warriors was struggling big time last year.
And
They
the
really
Sharks are
did.
doing good.
Yeah.
But it's good that he returned now and
Yeah,
back
man.
in form, man.
It's like he's back when he was 22.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he's playing
Yeah.
the
So
way
it's like
he
he's
was.
in his prime.
Yeah, he
Oh,
is. He's
the
playing
best,
phenomenal.
yeah.
He done one of the tries he scored. He done a step, and it just reminded me back on his old
Yeah.
days where he was
Yeah.
Back in
that
like
was
2011 days.
that was his key trait.
That's
he
what's
had.
good about him. Sean Johnson always have that footstep, man.
Yeah.
Like you just don't know when it's
Yeah,
going to
he's gonna
come
do
out
it. Yeah,
out of
yeah,
nowhere.
exactly.
You don't see it, but when he does it in his moment, it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So yeah, good win for the Warriors.
Good win for the Warriors. So the next game was Rabbitohs defeating
That's a
Titans.
smashing, man.
46-28.
Again-
I saw a bit of the score when I was at the wedding on
Titans
Saturday
were in the
night.
lead.
They were leading.
20-18, something.
Yeah,
like
something like
yeah.
that. Rabbitohs they were out of their
Titans
prime,
were-
but then
we-
second
second-
half
we-
they just
second
went
half
All
boom.
year. They choke their lead every
Yeah.
time.
Second half
Yeah, they did.
syndrome for the Titans. They always choke
They always
it.
choke a Rabbitohs.
I saw something. Second half, they've conceded 200 points or something.
Yeah.
So most of their tries are at the back end of the second half. But Rabbitohs, they were on a bit of a downfall.
Yeah, they actually did.
Because of the Origin players, I think that affected them. Murray wasn't playing Mitchell, so
Not
technically-
Origin players. It's only Murray's that's out. Murray and Mitchell.
But they're the big
Yeah,
players.
I know,
big
true,
players.
but
Are you serious, bro? Because they're big players.
no,
man.
I know,
they are. They're the
If
biggest
Cook wasn't there
names,
too,
of course.
it would have been even worse. He
Yeah.
could potentially.
but who did they verse during that break? No, not Para. Who they verse last week?
Check Anthony Check.
Quickly, who did they verse
Yeah,
last
Who
week?
they verse last
They
week?
have a bot. No,
No, Canberra.
Rabbitohs.
Canberra,
Oh,
big
okay,
guys.
that's
Canberra beat them
That's-
last week.
So,
Yeah.
and I think it was Para the week before, but Mitchell was there. But yeah, speaking about Rabbitohs, yeah, they've been on the form, but they needed that win.
It wasn't their
especially-
best performance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
especially with now Origin coming back in again. They're gonna miss their players. So
of course. It's going to affect them a little bit.
you look at Broncos with no Origin players, they're really still stepping up and they're getting the points. So Rabbitohs need to do the same thing if they want to be and get that top 4.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But anyways, it is what it is. They've won it.
Yeah.
So fair and
Awesome.
square. On to the next. Broncos defeated
Yeah,
Cronulla.
that's a good performance.
20-12.
Tight
Oh,
game.
it's Broncos
Sharks.
to win.
Look, Sharks were pretty decent at the start of the game.
Yeah, they did.
But slowly their attack was really bad.
Yeah.
They couldn't get over the line, and
Yeah.
Broncos just showed their class.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah,
been
and-
phenomenal this year.
And what I said before the pod, this is why Matt Moylan got dropped. Apparently, they dropped him this week, so he's not going to.
So he didn't
Yeah,
play.
they needed a
Yeah.
change.
They need a change.
Trindle is better. I think he started the season when Hines was off.
Yeah.
and he was playing very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw it coming. I knew Broncos would win.
But Sharks
'cause-
had many chances.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
lot.
How he
Yeah.
could've
But they
got
blew
the
it.
ball.
They always blew
Not
it.
that they blew it, but I think Broncos'
They
defense
were-
is so,
they-
strong.
But they were on attack towards that last 10
Yeah, they were attacking
Yeah.
to stop.
minutes. Mate, like Militalo missed it. Like He tried to catch the ball, went through his head.
Yeah,
that was a guaranteed
That was a
try.
guarantee. Yeah, 100%.
There's
Exactly,
many
yeah.
moments like that, but yeah, again, the defense.
That's
is
why I
too
feel
strong.
that Broncos are big premiership contenders because you look at the start of the season when they versus Panthers, their defense was like
Shocking.
perfect.
Yeah, I was perfect. Yeah, sorry,
perfect. But then they versus Sharks and again perfect again, and that's what premiership teams are built off their defense. So
100%.
Sharks, I saw it coming. I've seen them. They've lost against Dolphins. They've lost against Warriors at home. So they're prone to losing against these teams. So and I knew Broncos would get a win. So and then they did. So
surely it's Broncos year this year.
I think it is.
Favourites.
They're still in form.
I think they've been the strongest team this year.
I think so.
You haven't really seen a dip in their performances.
Yeah.
You can see Panthers slowly, Sharks, you mentioned Rabbitohs, but they've been consistent throughout the whole season.
Course,
so Broncos, they're big shout for minor premiers this year.
Sharks have a lot of work to do, but
Yeah, exactly. They've got a long way to go.
I feel they're a bit different to last year.
Yeah, last year was on form, on track.
Exactly, yeah.
They were fast, they had the pace, they had the speed.
Yeah, exactly.
They've lost
I think this year's a bit
This year went
different,
down
I
a
would
bit.
say.
I don't know why. I don't know why, but they got to fix it up because especially final series coming up, they're going to of course be in it, so they want to be prepared and try and get the wins.
Well, anyways, I don't want to talk about this subject.
I
don't know where to begin. Roosters lucky win against us by a point. We were there.
Robbery.
It was a big, massive robbery. People are disagreeing on us.
Robbed.
But I'm going to keep saying it. We got robbed in that game against Roosters. I reckon it was the Dogs versus the referees and the officials.
Yeah.
Look,
would you agree on that?
Had that not been a alleged forward pass, Dogs would have won the game.
And we interviewed the fans. Everyone gave us the answer. They said
Roosters
it was
fans.
not. Even Roosters fans.
Some Roosters fans that were on the video saying it was a forward pass told us that it wasn't a forward pass.
Yeah.
After the video.
Behind the camera.
Absolutely,
Off the camera.
Even what's it called? I saw the a video, 3 videos actually on social media.
Yeah.
The first one was Ockenball didn't actually knock on. See when he was trying to catch the ball. I've really put that try, so that should have been a try. The forward
what
pass.
about Paul Alamonte? I think it was Pangai when he was going for the chase.
No, that was at a car.
No, it wasn't at a car. No, it wasn't. It was Pangai, number 16.
Which one?
Which moment?
I think someone was. I think Burton when he was
when
he was doing the bomb up and he was chasing it. Someone got pushed and the ref was there and they didn't call a penalty.
Yeah, that situation and the one the forward pass.
The forward pass. It wasn't a forward pass, but that chase too wasn't. It was a penalty, but they didn't call it. It was right there.
The ref was looking right at him and he didn't.
Like he was just standing there. It's like, what's going on here? Like I'm not gonna start.
I wish they saw a reaction, man. The video corrupted.
Yeah, I know.
You know what?
We had a vlog.
It was such a good vlog, actually.
Yeah, it was. But
let me tell the viewers, we had a vlog that was supposed to drop, and I edited it, whatever, the whole day. I finished it. I was working on the whole day.
Yeah, and that's
I went
right,
towards exporting it, missing videos or whatever.
That's so annoying.
And all corrupted. So
that was a match full of like a ride of emotions.
Yeah,
a
like, you saw my face in one of the reactions. I was watching it back.
Is that the one you posted?
You went
I didn't post.
Were you angry
on the Instagram post?
No.
Oh, no?
Yeah, that one. I think it was that.
Were you angry in one of those clips?
No, we're all angry, but you saw like the initial reaction where we were happy, and you saw my face drop.
Yeah,
all our faces
that's
drop.
right. Yeah.
The performance-wise, we played good.
No, we actually had the best performance. Who said it this week? One of the Dogs players are saying
we had a good performance.
We had the best 80
We played better
performance.
than Roosters.
We actually
100%, bro.
For the first time, I think it's the first time this whole season.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure maybe we've done a few times, but we had most of possession.
Oh, we had more possession.
53% against the Roosters.
I think it was 60.
Was it something like that? Something like that. Yeah. But yeah, we dominated that game. Again, we're lucky. We conceded tries through the middle.
Yeah,
and
that's right. Yeah,
when we're
it was
in
a
the
bit weak.
50-meter line defending, it should be simple defending.
Yeah.
Tedesco goes through the middle. Cleary does a dummy.
Yeah.
These little
Sawali
things.
This bloke's like, what's Tedesco going to do?
Oh, yeah.
And as soon as I said it, boom, it went straight on.
That was on the video too.
Then the guy behind you, he's going.
Yeah, and he was losing it at me, and I snapped it.
That's why there was funny moments in that video. I wish.
Oh, yeah, man. You still have the clips, yeah?
Yeah, I still got it on
You
my
should
phone.
share on the channel and see them.
Yeah, I'll show it to you anyway.
But,
my point is, I think we had a better performance against Roosters. But I know Tedesco had 2 lucky tries or 3 lucky tries. Or 2, yeah. But I think we played way better than them.
All the
but
Origin
the
players
officials
stepped up.
But you know what? Everyone agreed on it. They said the officials, they wrecked our game. They actually really did. Yeah.
Look, our
To
defense.
be fair, we should have won that game fair and square.
Look, we should have won, but our defense still needs a lot of work.
Yeah,
but I don't want to say much. It is what it is.
Serrano was
Yeah.
brought in to fix the defense, and we
Yeah.
still haven't seen. Our defense was better under Mick Potter.
Yeah,
and our
of course.
defense hasn't still improved. And it's,
Even our attack, we still need
You
to
can't-
fix on the attack.
you can't
But
win-
there still is positives in the club.
Yeah.
And like I know they're moving forward slowly as it comes, but. End of
Yeah,
the day, look, I know we lost just by a point, but the ref still
That
still
hurts.
over.
It hurts.
That's why it hurts
when
the
you,
most.
when
Yeah.
you lose by a point, and especially the way we played.
Yep.
Like the whole team played good. Ockenball's been stepping up.
No, he actually played really well.
Ockenball, yeah.
Paying guy played.
Paying guy,
Paying
Better
guy,
as a forward.
he wants an Origin call up. That's
he
why
does.
he's
And
stepped
even
up.
Fox put
And that's what
tries.
that's what we want.
Wow,
from Pep.
man.
We don't want the Origin to motivate him just to
Yeah,
play good.
yeah,
we
I
want
know.
him to be like that every single game.
Because he knew he stuffed up a bit in the Origin
Yeah.
1, and he said to himself, you know
wanna
what, I want to
step up.
bounce back. I want to prove myself to get that position, and I want to make my name.
Yeah.
Were you living in his head?
Yeah. No, I'm not saying.
that's why we signed.
But we
Payne.
love the bloke. Panguai is
That's why we signed him, because we know what he can do.
Of course,
Because
bro.
when he's on form, when he's
They're
playing,
never
great
going to get rid of him. I know that.
After he got injured the first
Yeah.
time, he came back. That's it. Panga's on. Then he had a dip of form.
Yeah.
And then the Origin he first half he played decent. Second half he didn't play good. And then again
Yeah.
now Roosters he played. That's his best performance I've seen in a Bulldog
Yeah.
jersey. So he needs to be more
Before we
consistent.
go on to the next game, if we don't fix our defense, we won't get to play.
Yeah, exactly. We need
Because
to
you
start doing it
defense
now.
to win games.
Exactly. We need to start doing it
Top
now.
eight's still in the question.
Yeah.
But
We've still got plenty of time.
you're going to look
Yeah.
back at that game at the
Yeah.
end of the season. If we miss out, that's a game we should have won.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, exactly.
Next
But
game.
it
Happens,
is
man.
what it is.
Move on.
Move on. Cowboys defeated Melbourne Storm 45-20.
Didn't see that
That's
coming.
the greatest
I didn't see that either.
smashing since
because we were driving
2003.
back from.
Yeah, we did actually.
2003, that was the greatest smashing
Did you
since.
see what Gus
What do you
Gould
mean?
That's what they said.
That's right. Yeah.
Storms haven't been beaten by that much since 2003.
Yeah,
That
and
shows
Gus
the
Gould,
dominance.
Gus Gould said that he thinks Cowboys will win the premiership.
No, they don't win.
He
He,
thinks-
said
because-
no, they don't win. He said still contenders.
Oh,
not
did he
win.
say something like that? He
not
said
win,
that.
not win.
After
He
that
goes,
performance.
I still think they can win it. He said
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that. But yeah, they have their team's still the same from last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's shocking to see that they're not playing the way they were last year. So now performance like that, as Gus Gould said, it just shows that they have it in them.
It's a matter of consistency.
to be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's
Because
what it comes down
they
to.
played good against Roosters. The old Cowboys last year
Yeah.
would have done what they did this year. Beat
Yeah.
the Roosters, beat the Melbourne.
100%.
Beat Melbourne, sorry.
Yeah.
And yet something hasn't clicked for them this season. And that game was like phenomenal. Melbourne aren't the same anymore.
That's the Cowboys
Yeah,
of
they're
last
not.
year. That's why I don't think it was right signing Craig Bellamy.
What,
Oh,
re-signing?
it was Craig Bellamy re-signing because now they're starting to
I
decline
think
a
they're
bit.
starting to lose their form a little
Yeah.
bit.
It's
But don't
not the
forget,
same.
because
It's not the Craig
Should I
Bellamy
say-
of a couple years
Like,
ago.
if you got Pappenhausen in the
yeah, he's still injured,
Yeah,
but
I
he's
know,
returning
but
soon.
do you,
But
do you
nobody
think
knows
his
when.
form will come back to where it was before?
Nah.
Because
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm
Because,
saying. I think
talking
they
about
needed a
that,
fresh start.
When Pappenhausen came back from his concussion,
He was-
you could see he was very cautious.
Yeah.
He didn't
Yeah,
want
he
to do
was.
anything because he's too scared to get injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that
when
too.
he comes back in, I doubt he'll come back this year. When he comes back, he's not
year.
going to be 100%.
I think Melbourne, they need new ideas, a new coaching team, because I think
Yeah.
teams have recognised
No,
Melbourne
they
a
got
bit.
look.
Their
Melbourne
style- their
got a
play-
good
their
coaching
style of
system.
play.
They do. They got the best coaching system with Craig Bellamy. But I don't know. It's just about Melbourne. Their form is not like the greatest. Like this year,
Every team goes through
yeah,
this stage.
everyone
man.
goes through.
You're
Yeah,
always
yeah,
going to stay at
exactly.
the top.
You're not going to be,
for
yeah,
like
exactly.
X
Yeah.
amount of
There's
years.
going to be a period where
You're
you're
gonna
going
have
to fix a bit,
rough patches.
and then you restart.
Yeah,
But
that's
for
true.
me, Melbourne, they're strong enough to get the top 8.
Yeah.
But now,
But they're gonna
the likes
lack-
like Broncos,
yeah, lack off.
Panthers, even Sharks, they're better than them now. So
Yeah, for sure.
they've gone down the pecking order. But yeah, like
Pecking order, that's new.
yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be a tough. It's not gonna be a tough season for Melbourne, but they need to start winning these games if they want to like be considered premiership contenders.
Well, anyways, the last game, Penrith defeated St George
Dragons
26-18.
a little scared for Panthers.
Yeah.
It was like 18-18 at one point of the game, but Panthers just
Came out.
they came out and
Yeah.
found a way through.
But Nathan Cleary is ruled out.
out.
He's injured. That's a big loss for
Yeah.
Penrith.
And the Blues.
And
And
the
the Blues
Blues
too as well. Yeah, that's we're going to get into the subject the next few
But apparently, I
minutes.
saw Ben Hunt's starting to get frustrated at Dragons.
Yeah, I think they're
Yeah,
not winning
I
games
think they're
anymore.
saying that he might go. They might path ways, but they're saying that he
Titans,
could
Raiders.
pretend. No, what?
Titans Raiders are linked with him.
And Dogs.
No, even Dogs too.
Even Dogs, but Titans, Raiders have hurt.
That's I heard on.
No, I think Darren Lockyer said it on the Fox League. They're saying that he could go to Dogs.
Yeah, but
they
they're saying that's if he plays hooker.
Yeah.
A position doesn't want to play.
He doesn't want to play hooker.
Exactly.
He wants to play
So
halfback.
That's why.
So if he is going to play halfback, they jump back Burton to number 6.
Number 6.
And put Ben Hunt number 7. And they'll click in.
Yeah.
I reckon it'll happen. Everyone's saying that people don't want him to be there, but I do.
I think he'll be
in my
good.
opinion, I do consider Ben Hunt will go to
As
Dogs.
I said, Raiders.
It's going to happen.
Raiders, Titans, I think, held
Yeah.
discussions with his like team and all that.
Yeah.
So
He's
they're
not,
going to
he's not a good fit for this. The only team I see him fitting is the Dogs.
Yeah.
Like honestly.
Yeah, Raiders,
He went-
not Titans.
Why would he fit out Raiders? Like
Yeah,
there's
no.
no reason
They've
for
already
him.
got the halves
why
done.
does
Already,
it-
you already
I know,
got
but I'm
Jamal.
saying
What's
there's
that?
no reason
Yeah.
like it's a known thing. Bulldogs are looking for a halfback. That's the only missing piece of the puzzle.
For years.
That's right.
for
I've
years.
been saying it for
And
so
I'm
long.
saying like at Raiders, I'm sure they have someone like they can get someone else at halfback. And
Absolutely,
Titans,
yeah.
who the fuck are Titans, man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You already got
Dogs
4
is
in
the
there.
only answer to end his career. Is
Exactly,
exactly,
yeah.
like end of
At
his
the age
career.
years, money talks. So
We'll win
it's the one.
if he
but
comes
how-
to our team, we'll win a
yeah.
premiership for sure.
Yeah.
But how long? How long
100%.
Ben Hunt's been in Dragons? At least 2 years now,
No,
roughly,
more,
or 3
really.
years.
Oh, no, 5, 6 years.
5, 6 years.
5,
He
6
joined
years.
18, I
Wow,
think.
man.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, he's been there for long, and he
Wow.
signed for big money. But
Yeah.
talking what Bill said about he'll win us a premiership. You look at Adam Reynolds; he's in the form of his life at age of 32. So that's when these players really hit even to another level
Because
because
we know
they've got
what's missing.
experience.
We know what's missing.
It's a number
Yeah.
7.
That's why we're not winning games.
That's
Burton
what
is doing good
yeah.
at number 7.
He's controlled
yeah.
it
Perfectly, but then we need someone with him.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So-
But this is why I've been saying it for so long to family,
We
to friends,
need
to
to find
mates.
a number
I've been
7.
saying it. We need a number 7.
Yeah, that's right.
We need a number 7
Another
that can
quote-
carry the whole team.
Ben Hunt's the answer, but
I think he'll be the answer for
And he's the
sure.
only one we can get, really.
Yeah, of course.
I still think there's something in Dragons. I just think they have a decent team, but just something's not clicking for them.
Shane Flanagan's gone back.
Yeah, I
now.
heard the
I
rumors.
think if
I
they
just
get
saw it
Flanagan,
now.
he'll settle. What's that word? He'll settle the ship,
Yeah.
and I think everything will go right if they appoint Flanagan as
Look,
the next
if Flanagan's going to go to Dragons, I think it will be a big, massive change for
coach.
Dragons.
I would. His
No doubt
premiership
about
coach. Like
Oh,
he's
for
won it.
sure.
He's won it.
Dragons, they'll come back
But how
on
dumb
top
is
8.
Riles, man? You had a
Yeah,
head,
he
you had
actually
a-
rejected
You
the
had a
deal,
head,
actually. Yeah, he did.
head coach position at the Dragons, and you reject that to go to the Storms.
But look,
Mate.
in a way, I agree because look, if he goes Dragons, he could ruin his coaching career. He
Yeah.
goes Melbourne, they're already set. Their team's
Exactly,
already
yeah.
What
set.
does he want
Maybe
to be,
they-
does he want to
I-
be
I
head
think-
coach at Melbourne?
He
Maybe
wants to be
they
the coach of
promised him.
Melbourne.
Maybe they promised him.
I think Melbourne said something. I think someone said that he wanted to go Melbourne because he knew that Dragons could potentially ruin his
So
career.
it's being
as
selfish.
coaching.
I reckon there's more pressure going to Melbourne than staying at Dragons.
I agree with you. Yeah, there would be.
Exactly. Yeah.
The
they're a
bar
big team.
Bellamy has
Yeah,
set
that's
at Melbourne is
Yeah.
fucking levels above.
I know it might be a decision he regrets.
Yeah,
But,
I think that's a wrap.
yeah, that's a wrap for the round. Was it 14? You said?
Round
Yeah,
14.
round
14
14.
recap.
Yeah, round 14.
Yeah. Moving on to the round 15, our tips, quick
Yep.
and short. We'll give a brief
Yeah,
discussion
well,
about
quick
it.
tips. Yeah, so we got the first game: Titans versus West Tigers. I think Tigers, man. I think the way how they performed against Canberra Raiders. I know they were short by a point, but the way how they proved a lot now. The last 3-4 weeks,
They've been
they're going heaps
I'm
much
saying
better.
Tigers, yeah.
I think Tigers.
I think Titans need a win now. I think they're due
They need
for a
to win. They're due for a
I
win.
think they're due for a
The
win.
way I feel the way Tigers are attacking, the way
They're
held
both
up,
strong
They
attacks.
held up their own against Raiders, man.
It's
They
true.
played a good
Tigers
game.
do have.
Yeah.
Tigers have a pretty decent defense.
They actually do.
They're almost
They've
like
gone
they
better now.
held Rabbitohs
Especially
to 8
Luke Brooks
points.
got-
He's gone
yeah,
better.
he's
He's
gotten
gone better. Would you take him at the Dogs?
I would consider him to take on a dog. It
No,
could be,
no more
It
of that.
could be Ben Hunt or Luke Brooks, but
No.
No,
I don't know.
I just thought I put the question, but yeah,
No, it doesn't matter.
But so you're going-
But they're saying that Tim Sheen's that he wants Luke Brooks to stay and extend his
possibly
contract.
will, yeah.
He could stay probably for another
So
2-3
you're going
years.
Tigers?
Hey? Yeah,
Tigers?
I'm going to go for
I'm going
Tigers.
Titans.
I'm
But
saying
the
Tigers.
odds a bit, it's only like less difference by 10
I don't
cents.
follow the odds.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. But I think Tigers are going to
David
win.
Fafita's out with a concussion. That's a big miss.
Oh, wow. That's a big loss.
I'm going
I
Tigers.
don't know. Something's telling me Tigers.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah, I'm saying Tigers is the way.
Titans
Tigers
haven't been
1
the
to
best. Titans do need a win.
Yeah. They've been on and off lately. Like how we said it
Yeah.
on the pod. They're always winning one game
Always
and they
win,
always
lose,
lose
yeah.
one game.
But now they're losing games.
Yeah,
like
but
they're not even
Tigers,
winning.
they've picked up big time.
I'm just going to
so-
go Titans just.
Titans?
All right, next game,
I'm
Anthony.
going for Tigers. Next game, we got Canberra Raiders versus Warriors. That's a big
This one, I
task.
was
This
looking
one.
through.
This is a big
I was
task.
looking through the history between.
But it's a 300. No, look,
At GIO Stadium, their stadium. I think Warriors win a lot there.
Yeah,
they have a
actually
good
do.
record there. So,
But they're
Hey,
underdogs.
you're missing something. It's Croker's 300th game.
Yeah.
The boys
That's
are going to
right,
play
yeah.
full Croker.
Yeah.
The whole fans are going to get behind him. The crowd's going to be crazy over there.
Yeah.
Home advantage. I say Canberra smashes Warriors.
You reckon?
really,
13 plus
maybe.
in their home. Yeah, man. I'm feeling
I've
it.
noticed
Yeah.
Raiders always turn up when their players got a 300.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Even when
we
versed
versed
them
them.
once.
Ricky Stewart.
There was
Yeah.
something about the whole club. All
Yeah.
the old players came back
Yeah.
and they played for them.
Yeah.
They put
Yeah.
up a fight. And I think they smashed
Yeah.
us. So
For me, it's the two biggest forward packs in the
Yeah,
game.
it is.
Yeah.
They
So
got
it's
big,
going to be a
massive
very
full
close
packs.
game.
Yeah.
On my NRL tipping, I put Warriors and I'll stick with them.
Look, to me personally, I can't wait for this clash because it's going to be
It's
a
gonna be a big
big,
game.
massive game.
big game, yeah.
I think Warriors going to win it by a point, bro.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think it's going to go draw.
Sean
by 1
Johnson
point.
masterclass.
Yeah, I think
Bill
Sean
men- Bill
Johnson's going to go
mentioned
golden point, win the game.
300 appearance, and I feel
Yeah.
that might.
Yeah.
Look, I
Given
want
that
Canberra to
motivation.
win, but my gut feeling's telling me New Zealand by 1
yeah,
point.
I'm gonna
So 2 Warriors
I'm gonna
and
stick.
2
I
Raiders.
tipped Warriors. No,
Alright,
I tipped
next
Warriors.
So 3, okay, yeah.
So yeah,
We got Manly Sea Eagles versus Dolphins.
that's another tough game,
Oh,
man.
not
Another
to
tough
mention
one.
Manly Eagles, they had the bye.
Yeah.
Round 14.
Turbo's back.
Round 14,
Yeah, I was
yeah.
going to say Turbo's back.
So Turbo's back.
So he should
I
be.
know.
And it's a home advantage for them.
the Hammer's back.
Yeah.
I'm going Dolphins. I know Manly. I don't like. But Manly at home are good.
Yeah, I know.
I'm saying
They
Dolphins just because they lost
I'm going Dolphins.
last week. And
I'm
I feel
going
Bennett's not
Dolphins.
going to.
Yeah, he won't-
He took
yeah,
that
yeah.
personal, Bennett.
No, I'm going to go for Manly
they
because
lose
it's a home advantage.
Yeah.
Tommy's
Who they
back.
lose against?
Warriors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so what Manly didn't play this week because of the bye, so I'm going to go for
I'm
Manly.
going Dolphins.
I'm going Manly.
I'm gonna go Dolphins.
All right, I'm going Dolphins.
Next game, we got Dragons versus South Sydney.
South Sydney, easy.
South Sydney's easy.
Yeah, South
Yeah,
Sydney.
Rabbitohs, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
South Sydney.
Well,
it is.
Walker's out.
Yeah,
Well,
Walker's out.
no Ben Hunt for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
right, because of Origin.
So that evens it out.
Yeah.
So yeah,
yeah, so
Rabbitohs.
South's going to win it. We got Brisbane Broncos versus Newcastle Knights.
Broncos.
Broncos.
There's
Yeah, that's some
few easy
Yeah,
games
that's
there.
some-
Write it off.
Next game.
Oh
we
wait,
got,
Dragons and Rabbitohs. Ben Hunt's playing. Sorry,
Is
It's
he?
not
Oh,
Origin
so
yet.
he's not Nate?
Oh, it's not Origin.
What is
Oh,
it?
well.
I thought it was Origin this week.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
so Ben
still-
Hunt, he's
still
playing. Yeah.
Rabbitohs, but
You scared the
Rabbitohs
crowd.
still take it.
that's
Two
still.
Rabbitohs, yeah.
No, that's right. We got Brisbane and Newcastle
No, we
Knights.
just said Broncos,
Oh,
Broncos.
that's all good, sorry. We got Roosters versus Penrith. I'm going to go Penrith.
Yeah, I think Penrith.
Nah, I'm saying.
I think Penrith.
Yeah,
is-
Penrith, but they struggled to beat us by 1 point.
Yeah, and Cleary's
And
out.
had a shocking game.
Yeah, Roosters don't look good,
Less
man. Panthers
possession.
will get a.
I think
get a
Penrith easy
get the
win, yeah.
But
What
no,
is
the
that?
Cleary, so Roosters might.
Doesn't
turn
matter,
up.
man.
Yeah, they might edge it.
Roosters
Yeah,
are-
they might edge it.
No.
Cocker had a good game
No.
against
But
Dragons.
a lot of teams that versus Bulldogs get their win, they kick off. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the only thing. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Penrith
Panthers.
is going to, yeah, Penrith.
Panthers always a safe choice.
What are you, Shops?
Yeah, same.
Okay. We got Melbourne Storm and Cronulla Sharks.
Sharkies.
Nah,
You know what?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
Melbourne
going
are
Sharks.
Amy Park.
I'm going Sharks just because I feel
Yeah.
Hines is going to turn up
Yeah.
for this. He wants this
Do you reckon?
Origin
Yeah.
more than anyone because he's probably watching sitting at home. Everyone's downing him, saying, "Oh, get Mitchell Moses, get Cody Walker Burden," and he's probably saying, "I need to turn up."
Yeah.
If you really
I'm
think
going
about it, a
Hines.
lot of people are putting
Masterclass.
Hines last in their
Yeah, that's what I'm
Origin
saying.
list.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going to
we'll
go
get-
Sharks. I'm going
Yeah.
Sharks.
I'm going to go Cronulla Sharks
I'm
too.
saying Sharks.
Yeah, Sharks will win it big time. And then we got the last game, Dogs Parramatta.
Never
Dogs,
ever
40 plus.
Never ever would I tip Eels against the Dogs.
Never.
Yeah, no, it's
Bulldogs,
gonna.
yeah.
we'll-
Even if we're in the worst form of our lives, Bulldogs.
D-bags, where are ya?
Yeah,
Look, I'm going to go for
Bulldogs,
Dogs, and don't forget
Was
this
it
week.
still bags or D-bags?
Whatever it is, it is.
That, what that bloke said in the
Oh,
video.
still bags.
Still bags.
Still bags, yeah.
Oh, that goal was so
That
funny.
guy was funny, bro.
That was a funny thing
Yeah.
on TikTok.
But hey, yeah.
But I'm going to go Dogs
Dogs.
because don't forget this week it's going to be the I Forgive Cup. After
there's always a cup, yeah.
So it's going to be good and something
And
different.
Bulldogs have won their last 3
Yeah.
public long weekend, games.
Yeah.
And we know how to
Against
win.
Parramatta last
You
year
know
when
that
we
it
were
was
there.
Dragons before, but they've now it's Para, which
Yeah.
is better for us.
It's
Hey,
really
Reed
better.
Barney's been named.
Reed
Yeah,
Barney's
he's going to play.
He's
I hope he
got
plays.
to pass. No, he's still got to pass the test.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got it. That's
I
minor.
think on
Yeah.
Sunday they check. He's got to do final test, but I think
Yeah.
he should be fine.
No,
And
Dylan Brown.
No, Dylan Brown actually. He's out. He's stepped down.
I truly feel Dogs like
They
get
were
a good
edger.
win.
They were
Get a
edger,
good
yeah.
win
They
over.
are for
last
sure.
year it happened.
close
one
one.
team
Yeah.
smashed.
Tom's up.
Yeah,
They won it like 32-8. Yeah.
Para smashed us. We smashed it. I think we're gonna get him.
Yeah,
say
I
Dogs.
think Dog's going to bet them 32-8 or something.
Or
It's
say
something
Dogs,
that's
yeah?
gonna- yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Dogs.
Sorry, Para fans.
Unlucky.
Dogs are winning this game.
Yeah, we have to
We
win.
said
Must
last
win.
time you're taking the L and it
Yeah.
went the wrong way, but this time we're gonna.
Hey, we're gonna park in Homebush.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I know.
that's the part.
We're gonna park in that.
We can't tell them our
Oh, for
secrets.
sure.
So
No,
I
we
want to
can't
say
say.
something. Every game we've went to, we've lost the game. Every
Yeah.
game we've stayed at home and watched it, we've won. And every time we've went together in the car, parked at Homebush Aquatic Centre, we've won. So
Anyways, guys, that's the round. That's a wrap from the round 15 tips for this week. We're going to talk about breaking news about Dylan Brown. So, how did you react about the news, boys?
I started laughing.
silly to
Yeah,
be honest.
I know,
Mate, so I was laughing about
this
it.
bloke's career's over. 5
Yeah, I
counts
know.
of. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it just in case for the algorithm. I know the way it works.
Yeah.
But anyways, whatever he did, mate.
Yeah.
When you're at that level
Yeah.
of popularity in
Yeah,
your career, and
well
you go into
known.
these clubs,
Yeah.
and all the girls all over him, mate. You gotta think. You gotta think to yourself.
You got to think twice, yeah.
The girls want to like they want money off you. They know you got
Absolutely,
money.
yeah.
You touch her a bit, mate. You're gonna get something.
Yeah,
like,
hun-
coming
Exactly.
after it.
Look, he might have
So-
not did anything,
Yeah.
but a lot of people saying he's that type.
No.
Oh, you reckon?
I know, that's what I'm saying, because a lot of our friends are
Like,
saying,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, ego
I
got
don't
to
know, they
him.
know some people that know him
Exactly,
that's saying that he's that type of person.
And like, look,
What an idiot, bro. I don't understand with these players. They do these stupid things and they know,
when they're that famous,
yeah, they know their career will be on,
Like, look,
on the
everyone,
line,
everyone
in
does
jeopardy.
like the clubbing scene is like that. Like everyone's touching, kissing, whatever.
Yeah, I know.
You know, but like
Everyone knows what the system's
but,
like.
But
yeah.
when you're a nobody, it doesn't matter. The girl's just gonna pass it over. But when you're a somebody,
Yeah.
oh, mate, they're gonna pin you. They're
Exactly,
gonna,
yeah. That's what's going on.
Like this girl, if
yeah.
it's true, she's gonna get money. She's gonna get rich.
Of course.
This bloke's career's probably over.
Yeah,
So-
100%. And you know what? I agree with you, Bill. But I don't understand why they're all that type of mentality and their personality is like that.
Ego.
Look, look. I know what the clubbing is like these days, and even from our days too. Look, just because you're a footy player too, like how you said it, and now you're famous and you want to touch girls and this and that and all this stuff. You know what? It's inappropriate, bro.
Yeah.
If you're a professional footy player, you have to step back a bit and say to yourself, I don't want to be in that kind of environment.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'd rather be like a humble person,
Exactly.
down on earth, be with family, you know, not be in that mentality, going to clubbing and
but
assaulting
yeah.
girls.
All the- all
you know
the-
what? It's just
You
disgusting.
have self-control, man.
Yeah, all-
Exactly.
look,
You don't know
all
how to
these players
control
go-
yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to control yourself, I don't
He's
know
just
what's
gonna
going
learn to take a no.
Yeah,
These
exactly.
players go to clubs like I remember after what's it called, the Broncos were in Sydney. They were versing a team.
Yeah.
And all I see, and my friends were there, and they already like Payne Haas, Adam Reynolds were at a Reece Walsh were at a club. Like
I
is
saw
that
Jacob Carraz.
Aaron Chop was
like,
there
is
once.
that, is that what
Yeah.
you literally after a game? Like
Yeah. They're all young blokes. Like, they're like us, 21,
exactly.
22.
You
Absolutely,
forget,
yeah.
you forget that they're young still. So
that's where you fuck up.
yeah,
That's
where you stuff up in your life, yeah.
That's it. Like, they just don't think, man. Like,
yeah.
like, bro, if I was like Dylan Brown, man, I'd stop going clubbing. Just
Yeah, exactly.
Or I'd go clubbing, but self-control. Like, know
Exactly.
what you're doing.
I'll never do something.
Don't touch a bitch and like do shit with her when you know they can pin the, like. do
Look,
something
there's
against her.
other things you can do in life instead of clubbing. You can go like
Yeah, but you gotta have fun. Like, you can't
No,
stop
I know
yourself.
there is
Like, you
fun.
wanna
I
have
know
fun
that.
with the boys.
I know that.
You can go clubbing, but it's
But you just
about
got to limit yourself.
limit yourself and don't do anything silly because
Or
if I
anything
was-
physical
If I
too.
was a footy player, I would
Yeah.
not do something stupid that's going to ruin my
Yeah.
career.
Exactly.
I have the opportunity to play 10 years, 12 years of footy,
Yeah.
enjoy the rest
Hey,
of my
what's
life.
that? What's that?
And then
What's
imagine
that?
just destroying it.
What's that famous that quote from Spider-Man?
I can't
With
remember.
great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
and-
yeah.
and in many ways, it relates to this man.
Yeah, yeah,
He's got great
yeah.
power, as in like,
like
you know,
High profile,
but all, and
profile
all
player.
the girls love him. Like
Yeah.
on
Yeah, of
TikTok,
course.
everyone's all
That's why he's got an ego
They're
in him.
crushing
Yeah.
on him and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But look,
the
NRL
ego gets to him. Probably.
Yeah, but
Now his career's in the bin.
yeah,
I doubt it would.
counts,
I
five
doubt
counts.
counts of that's
5 what?
that's
5
horrible.
counts of sexual
Five girls.
yeah.
misconduct. Whatever.
Misconduct thing. Yeah.
So he also probably maybe it
5
might be
counts.
over.
It depends
maybe.
how bad it is or
Yeah,
what
it
he
depends.
did.
If
or-
it's like normal, then he probably won't. He'll probably get a ban.
Yeah.
But maybe not have his career ended. But if it's serious, then it'll probably go further.
But you know what? Like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. But do you think clubbing has died out? That's what I'm asking.
I wouldn't know. 'cause-
Look, to
City
me,
life,
yeah,
when I go with the boys, like
Yeah.
City Life is like, I don't know how it was back in the day.
Nah, city life
But,
back
like,
in
it
the
is pretty dead.
I
man.
know
Like,
from-
the clubbing
I know
scene.
from-
is
Nah,
pretty
back
dead.
in the days,
yeah.
it used to be
I know
so
from-
busy.
Yeah, they got
down the
lockout
city.
laws now.
Yeah, but you know what I've noticed now these days during the lockout laws and when people going down to the city, it's actually super dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm
People
saying.
actually heading to
City's
Parramatta
dead,
at
city's
night,
dead.
having dinners, having like getting
dinners,
together.
that's
I
the
think
new
that's a
trend.
better
That's
vibe.
a new trend
Yeah,
now.
no, it is a new trend
Because
Because they made it dead. The government made it dead.
Yeah.
absolutely. Because of the, I don't want to mention
lockout
it.
laws.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it
But
comes
look,
down to.
look. End of the day, what Dylan Brown did was actually disgusting, inappropriate, and unprofessional.
Yeah.
But he should step back a bit and say, "I wish I didn't do this. I
would-
wish I didn't
yeah.
do that."
This would be
But
a
end
big
of the day,
wake-up
he's gonna what's his name face consequences for that.
I think he went
and
to
he has
court
to
today.
Yeah, something like that.
and he has to pay for his
NRL
actions.
That's his
you know?
fault.
He was pulling the
Exactly.
line up, but
I don't
NRL
feel sorry for the bloke. I think in a way I do, but like it's his fault. as you
That's
said.
his
Yeah,
fault.
it is.
Yeah, NRL stood him down.
Everyone makes
so-
mistakes, but he needs to step back and think about what he's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Like it's not,
Yeah.
it's not right, man. It's inappropriate.
He was pulling the line up, but NRL stood him down, so he's not going to play against the Dogs, which is good news for us Bulldogs.
But
fans.
how long he's out for? Nobody knows
No
how
one
long he's
knows.
out.
So now,
He could be out for a year.
yeah,
Or
now
no
they're
one knows.
investigating it.
Big
so,
miss for Ills because he's been their best player for 2 months
Absolutely,
or so.
and he was at the best
He's been
time of his
crazy.
life, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's his fault. We can't do anything about it now.
Two bags.
Yeah, let's move on to another topic, boys. Cleary, breaking news. We all know
Yeah.
that he's injured.
Yeah.
He's set to miss
That's a big
Origin
massive loss,
game
yeah.
2. He could possibly miss game 3, depending
Yeah, he
if
could
he
be,
can
yeah.
return
earlier than expected.
I
But
think 6 weeks.
Yeah, no, he said
but
that.
he's saying he could.
I doubt
It's
it.
going to be
No,
rough.
I think he's out
he'll
for
make it.
No, I think he's out for 6
But
weeks,
yeah.
the max. Yeah,
All the talk's been on Fox Sport, NRL 9,
it's
everywhere.
all over on social media.
Who
Yeah.
should be the next halfback?
You know,
Who should
honestly,
be-
boys, like
me.
Let Bill speak
it
first.
might be something bad for us to lose Nathan Cleary, but I see
Yeah.
it as a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, 'cause there's a
like,
lot of-
losing Nathan Cleary is a top bloke, like top
No,
bloke
he
in the
is, yeah.
team. As
Yeah,
in, like
he
he's
is.
a good player.
Yeah.
but it's a blessing in disguise, I say, because then there's no reason for Luai to start in the team. That gives
exactly.
way possibly for Nico Hines.
You got
start
Matt
Nico
Burton.
Hines, you got Matt Burton. You
Who else you got?
Like, you got many in that conversation that they can
Yeah.
give that team what is it? What's
Like
the
a
word?
boost?
Like a boost,
Yeah.
like a breath of fresh air.
yeah, yeah.
So who are you choosing?
I'm
So
saying,
we'll go with you
I'm
first.
saying you put Adam Reynolds in there. You know
Okay.
why? You know why I
He's
say Adam
the-
Reynolds?
he's the-
Look, we're
he's
not
the-
looking for a
yeah.
long-term halfback, but we're looking for a halfback that can get the job done
Yeah.
Yes.
and level out the series one
And not
time.
to gamble, like how
and
Phil said it.
also,
Yeah.
I say Adam Reynolds because, hey, look, where we're playing, Suncorp.
he knows the pressure.
Who does he play for?
Broncos.
Broncos.
He knows.
Yeah.
Where's his home ground?
Suncorp.
Suncorp
Yeah.
Stadium.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he fits in perfectly. That's his home now.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's more experienced from where he was back like 5 years ago where he played Origin.
Yeah.
And he's in
He
the
said
form of
that.
his life right now.
He's improved a lot.
He's improved. And I reckon get rid of the Panthers combination.
That's it.
Bring in the Rabbitohs combination.
Something new.
Okay.
Put Latrell, Walker. Walker's out.
Yeah, Walker's injured at the
no,
moment.
no,
yeah.
no. But, no, I think
if he
he's
makes it-
good. I think he's good. He's playing this week.
So
Actually.
look,
is
I
it?
say Latrell, Walker, Adam Reynolds. That
Okay, for
combination,
me-
beautiful.
Maybe, yeah.
I think I'm going Hines because I feel bad for him because if he doesn't get his position, I
Yeah.
think that's a bit unfair because
Yeah.
he's been waiting for this chance for 2 years, sitting on the bench, not saying a word because of course Cleary is the better option and he's a better player. But I think it's Hines' time to shine,
Yeah.
and I think I'll pair him up with either Cody Walker or Matt Burton.
Yeah,
That's
you
all.
know
But
what?
You know,
again,
my only issue
your
with it-
decision. I think that's
Yeah,
probably the best one. But I
Yeah.
think if I want to be fair, I have to give
Look, I would
Nico
have started
Hines.
Hines. I was thinking Hines. Like we've all been saying to start
Yeah, yeah.
Hines.
Yeah.
But like it comes down to experience and can he?
Yeah, true.
Can he be there in the big moments where
He's
we
the
need him?
reigning Daily M
I know,
winner.
but like,
Like-
is he there at the big moments
Personally
like Munster?
Yeah, I know what you
Personally
mean.
for
Yeah.
me, as I said, Bill, like I've always wanted Nico Hines, and he's always in my mind that that's his chance. But then it's at Suncorp. We're losing 1-0.
Exactly.
I think Adam Reynolds.
Exactly.
Someone was saying if you don't put Adam Reynolds, you're crazy.
And Adam Reynolds wants it. He's
Yeah,
like,
he wants it.
That loss, like
Honestly, I
went
think
crazy.
he's the man that's going to save
Bill,
it.
what you said about Aaron Reynolds, I think Reynolds, like you said, he knows Suncorp, and Cody Walker suits Origin.
Yeah.
I think he could get into
Has
the
that
players'
mentality
scheme.
thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Look,
I think that's the best
for
option,
me,
but I'll give it to Hines still.
Look, Luai was way better than Cleary game 1. Luai
Yeah,
did play good.
100%.
He
He
stepped up
played
to the
there, he
occasion.
did.
But now, as Bill said, there's that connection's gone now. Luai and Cleary, that's it. You
Yeah,
have a
'cause after
reason
the
to
injury,
drop
yeah.
Luai. Personally, for me, I'd go Reynolds and Walker.
Yeah.
But another one, Hines Burden. I think so.
Yeah.
People say Mitchell.
Burden, but like
I don't know,
as a
man.
Dogs fan, Burden
Well,
isn't
forget-
playing his best footy.
he stepped up,
his
bro.
kicking,
He's
like
playing good.
his kicking game, could be a very good factor.
Do you go
in this game.
father and son? Mitchell Moses Burden, two of the best
that's
kickers
another
in the
one, Mitchell
game.
Moses. A lot of
Do you
people
think
say
he
Mitchell
deserves
Moses.
it? Let's get Anthony's view. Anthony,
What do you think?
Look, I agree with everyone what you said about Nico Hines and Adam Reynolds too. But look, Adam Reynolds, man, he's picked up a lot.
Yeah.
Even
And
with
not to mention his
even with
kicking
even with this season right now with Broncos, he's playing the best right
One of
now.
the best,
He's playing the best.
Yeah.
But Nico Hines, like he's been waiting for that opportunity
that's
for
what
a
I'm saying.
very long time, and he's been on the sidelines for how long? 2 years, like how
years,
Sam,
2 years.
Shuffle said.
That's gambling in a way.
Yeah.
We know what Adam Reynolds can do. We know what he can do.
But
in
I
these
don't
big
like
moments.
the way how Brad Fittler said it's all about gamble. You can't say that. In Origin, you have to choose the
have to
best
know.
plays,
That was
bro.
game one. That
You
was
have
game
to-
I know it's game
That's what
one,
I'm
but
saying.
at the end of
Look,
the day,
That's my point. I said in the other one, you
Yeah.
cannot panic in gamble in
Exactly.
game one because you know game two is at Suncorp,
Yeah.
and you know if you risk and
can't-
gamble in game one, you're
you
going
can't do
You
that.
can't even.
You're losing the title. The
You
series
can't
already.
gamble in any Origin game. It's a 3-game
Exactly.
series. One gamble.
It costs
you're
and
you're
one
stuck.
game that screws you over, then the third game is going to
Like now,
suck you
look,
over.
we're scrambling now. Like,
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
we've got injuries
We're
now.
panicking.
Game two,
Yeah,
Everyone's
we've lost
panicking. Everyone's
one.
yeah.
Latrell's out. Is he? Will he make it?
I think he'll make it.
Oh,
He'll make it. Yeah, he'll
Let's say
make
the
it.
injuries right now. Latrell, Cleary, is Cody Walker injured?
Murray's
He's
injured.
injured
He'll
now.
make
Murray
it.
as well.
Murray's injured.
That's a big loss too for Cameron Murray.
Everything's going wrong
Yeah.
for us. But who would you go? Who's your
This
preferred
is a
choice?
series for us to lose.
It is a
honestly.
very serious
If
thing.
we bounce back, this would be the greatest comeback.
Look,
This will be
Mate-
one of the
Yeah.
biggest Origin wins.
Okay, quickly.
Yeah.
Has
Who,
to-
who,
I
who,
wanna make it
who you
quick.
going for?
I don't know. I'm just going to throw it out there. It's just a guess. Nico Hines and Adam Reynolds.
Ooh, but
Why would you go
You
Nico
can't. They're
Hines?
both halfbacks.
They're both sevens.
They're both sevens?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Nico Hines.
Like a Mike-
Nico
You
Well,
don't put let's go
I
back
don't know,
to that
man.
Mitchell
It's
Moses.
a very
Yeah, well,
tricky
yeah,
thing,
let's
right?
talk about
It's a
Moses.
very, very
Let's talk
tricky
about
Let's
thing.
go Moses. What are we saying about Moses?
Maybe Moses, give him a chance.
because everyone's saying he's the best kicker in the game. And
Who,
Suncorp,
Moses?
Yeah, because Suncorp's
But
a big
Adam Reynolds
game.
too, he has a lot of
Gus
big
Good
bombs
said,
too.
even if Cleary was there, I'll always put Moses ahead of him.
Yeah.
I don't.
He did bring him to the. He did bring Parrot to a grand final last year.
That's true, but
Look,
look,
he carried
Look,
it.
I'm just going to take the lucky guess. Look, I love Burton to death, but I'm just going to say Adam Reynolds and Mitchell Moses. Give him a go.
Mitchell Moses is a good player.
Yeah, he
But
is.
I don't think. I don't know. There's just
He, look,
something
he cracks
about him.
under pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
Game 3 he did. Last
Game two,
year,
he was
2 years
injured.
ago.
He was
Moses.
He had a back injury during the game,
Yeah.
so fair on him. He played on with it. But for me, Mitchell Moses, like when I see his kicks, like
Yes, they
have
go
you seen
deep.
It doesn't phase you. Like,
It's
it
just a
doesn't.
massive bomb,
Yeah, yeah.
but anyone could catch it. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't do nothing. Yes,
Yeah.
they're crucial because it gets you out of the pressure. Like you say, you're 20 meters, you boot it out, you're right there in
Yeah.
their own half.
Look,
But for
yeah,
like,
go.
I was saying to my friends that Nico Hines has a big game on Saturday. Not just to get the Sharks to win, but to prove why he can. He's the man.
He needs
for the
that
job.
position, yeah.
Because
Former
going
team
to
too.
Melbourne, the only team that's beaten him is the Dogs.
Yeah.
So to go there and win is a big task. So
Yeah.
I think if you can, of course, Origin's another level, but I think if you can get them play good and get them the win, I think he wins the case and gets.
So
number
quickly,
7.
who's the who's the favorite to get it? But who's your preferred choice? So who do you think's the favorite to get the number 7?
If just number 7.
Like the reports
man.
everywhere. Who's the favorite?
I'm saying Adam Reynolds. Adam Reynolds.
I think he's the
all
favorite.
roads lead to Adam Reynolds, man. Like this
Yeah.
bloke kicking games like second to none. Like his halfback game, his passing game,
Yeah, he has
everything. Right?
everything,
This
yeah.
bloke has the package.
Yeah.
He could win
And
us
of
this
course,
game.
you want him to.
Yes, man.
Okay.
What's your
Apparently
opinion?
Gus Good, he's very close to Brad Fittler, and I think he always has a say with the
To Moses.
selection. His preference is Moses. So everyone like there's
I
rumors
don't
saying
know,
that
man.
Moses is the man that's leading.
No,
If-
no.
if-
Nah.
I'm
You don't
still-
pick Moses.
I'm not
You
saying
pick the
that-
bloke that's comfortable at Suncorp.
I'm not saying
Suncorp is a
I'm
tough
not saying
stadium to play.
Moses. I'm not saying Moses is a bad player,
Yeah.
but you can't put him in this game.
no,
You can't.
For
Me, I see it like
even
this.
You
Nico-
actually can't. No
Even
way.
Nico Hines, he's a brilliant player, and his time in Origin will come. And a lot of the rugby league panelists on the NRL 360 are saying to bring him in now under this pressure, it's not fair to him.
Exactly.
For me,
100%.
Reynolds has to be.
Look, personally, quickly, I see it like this. Anyone you put there's going to be pressure on them. Yes,
Yeah.
Nico Hines might have more pressure,
Yeah.
Moses more pressure. But say we lose game 2, any of those halfbacks, everyone will blame.
Yeah, that's
So
right. Yeah.
No matter who you put, if we lose, they're going to
For
be,
me, the
why'd you
difference-
put Reynolds?
Yeah.
Why'd you
Yeah.
put
And
Moses?
Adam Reynolds doesn't
Why'd
have
you
the
put
pressure.
Hines?
Exactly.
If he stuffs up, no one's going to say, oh, he stuffs
He's
up.
had the experience,
Because
man.
everyone
Of
knows who he is and what he's
Boys,
capable
it
of.
comes down to experience and
The knowledge
where
as well.
they're playing, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going back to that same thing. Look, if you're comfortable at Suncorp,
Yeah.
mate, you're gonna be playing the best foot of your life, man. That's your home ground.
100%.
And plus, you've had Origin experience before, whereas Nico Hines and Mitchell Moses barely,
Yeah.
they've barely touched
Moses
Origin
had
footage.
one.
Yeah,
Hines on the bench.
Nothing.
Like they have no
Okay.
experience.
So
But we're forgetting about 6. Who would you link up with them?
I said Walker.
Cody Walker.
I mean, when he played Origin before, he didn't have the best.
Yeah, that's
he
what
didn't
I'm
have
saying.
the
best
best
game.
time, yeah.
But
Still.
he gets a lot of try assists.
Yeah,
He does,
He
yeah.
knows how to play, man.
And they've played together, Cody Walker and Reynolds.
You got Latrell Mitchell, Cody Walker Reynolds, all bunnies playing.
That's what I'm saying. You shift that momentum from Panthers to
it's like
Rabbitohs.
we're going to Rabbitohs now. No more
Yeah,
Panthers.
exactly.
Exactly.
And I just don't. I feel if Reynolds is playing, I think Walker's the only 6 that can
Yeah,
play.
exactly.
I don't think
I don't say
Luai will
put
get
Burden,
selected.
man. Yeah, don't put Burden.
No, look, I said Burden only if Hines plays, but I don't think Burden and Reynolds.
No, they don't match.
They're not going to match.
I think Hines and Burden do match.
Yeah, I think so. They do.
Yeah.
So quickly, I'm going. My preferred choice, I'll go Hines and Burden, but I'd like to see Reynolds and Cody Walker as well.
Yeah, mine's Reynolds, Cody Walker.
Yeah, I'm going to go Reynolds and Cody Walker as well.
It's going to be so interesting.
It's so frustrating.
No one knows.
This is
But
drama.
No one knows.
That's what I'm saying. It's a blessing in disguise, I reckon.
I know,
is,
man.
yeah.
Because I reckon Phil would have chose the same team.
Yeah, that's
of
right.
course.
Because he probably wants Jerome Luai in Origin too, so he might play again.
But then don't rule out Luai, bro. He
no,
could just-
I didn't
he
like the way
has
he played.
speed. He has speed. He does.
This
He
is
has a lot.
Perfect chance to
Yeah.
axe Jerome Luai. There's
Yeah,
no
that's what I'm
Cleary
saying, it's a
anymore.
blessing in disguise.
Yeah, no more
Why?
Cleary, so Luai,
Yeah.
there's no
There's no
excuses.
reason
for
for
getting
him
out.
I think Reynolds and what's name Cody Walker. Give him a go. I reckon they'll
Honestly,
mix up the
as I was
combination.
saying-
Oh, but you know what? He's actually forgot because since then we said Latrell Mitchell.
Luke Brooks.
No,
Oh.
no, we said Latrell Mitchell, Cody Walker, Adam Reynolds, and Damien Cook because they used to all play for South.
Oh, yeah, see,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
for
the
number
only
9.
Panthers
But that
player-
combination, it will blow up, man.
Rumour
But
saying
but
Turbo
imagine-
might come back,
Who?
but that's a big mistake.
What's that?
Turbo Ojan.
No.
Yeah, they just
Would
said
you,
it.
That's so
Talk
dumb.
about that
He shouldn't be
Rabbitohs.
playing.
Would you put so then Mitchell, Campbell
Campbell
Graham,
Graham,
Cody
We
Walker,
forgot about
Adam
Campbell
Reynolds,
Murray.
Cam Murray,
That's what I'm
Damien
saying.
Cook.
You shift the whole momentum towards
I don't
the
know, man.
Rabbitohs.
But don't forget, you got Liam Martin, Isaac. Yeah, they're playing good too.
Honestly,
you have to
bro,
give credit to
it
them.
literally-
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
It's gonna go, but either way, man. It's hard to predict.
Yeah.
There's so many options.
But I can't wait for
But
Ojan. games.
all in all, you start
Yeah.
Luke Brooks, number 7.
Yeah, I reckon.
Give him a go.
I'll get Anthony Bouchard in there.
Yeah, I'll play. If you feel like
Yeah.
you're watching, please call me.
Apparently Sam Cassiano might play number 7.
He can't play because he's New Zealander, you idiot.
Yeah, but that's a wrap for the state
Okay,
of
now,
origin
boys.
debate about clearing that. But Samuel, you got the score updates.
Who you got segment? Last week we done the origin. Bill and Chabelle only, so we got no points. Bill and
Yeah,
Chabelle
we
got
did.
1 point.
No.
It happened to be because I predicted
Yeah.
the Queensland team. So nothing to really be proud of. Yes, they tipped the team, but we're moving on to the next one. Now we've selected the Bulldogs versus Eels game. Of course, it's a massive game, so of course it'll be better to do that game, get our prediction. So Anthony, I'm going to go with you first. I'll go one by one. So what's
Yeah.
your score prediction?
Score prediction: Dogs 30-10.
30 to 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're gonna win comfortably.
Okay. Bill.
Yeah. I'm saying Dogs 28 to 16.
Okay, Bill went 28
So,
to
like,
16.
28.
Close the game by 4 points. Yeah.
So what did you go, Bill?
28 to 16. Dogs.
28 to 16.
Oh, by 6 points. Yeah.
Chabelle,
I went 22 to 16.
Yeah, all right.
22 to
So it's
16.
a close game. Yeah.
Our defense is terrible. I see.
Yeah, I know.
Conceding.
But we
Now-
will edge it. Don't worry.
I went 36-14 Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's all right. That's pretty good.
Okay, so that's all our... So Anthony now, anytime try scorer.
I'm gonna say the Fox because
Yeah,
he had a
I
double
said
try
Fox as well.
against Roosters. I'm gonna go Josh Adokar.
Me too.
I said, yeah.
you said the same thing?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, hold up. Okay, yeah. Who did you say, Anthony?
Josh Adokar.
Me too.
Josh? Yeah, I said that too.
So
I
we're all
said,
gonna
I
put.
said Michael Seaver.
Oh, my, okay,
Sivo?
that's
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so Bill went Maiko Sivo. Josh, Maiko
Go
Sivo.
3-0.
Chabelle, who did you go?
Fox. Let's try.
Okay, first try scorer, Anthony.
I'm gonna go with Jacob Preston.
Ooh, not bad.
Jacob
not bad.
Preston, he's pressed a lot.
it
He
extra
pressed me a
points
lot
then?
this year, man.
Extra points.
No, first try scorer.
Would you
is,
say he's
2 points. It's the
impressed?
same.
What am I saying? I'm saying he impresses me a lot, man.
Chabelle,
Does he
Bill,
impress
first
them?
time. Bill,
First time try scorer.
Bill, first
Does
time
he
try
impress
scorer.
you?
Mate, get to
Does he
you.
impress
Do you
you?
get it? Do you get it?
What?
Impress
Yeah, of course
Yeah.
it does, bro.
First time.
Bill, first try scorer.
I said Josh Adokar.
Josh, Chabelle,
I went Sivo.
Sivo.
Well, everyone's gone for Sivo.
I was gonna go Penasini.
I went. I
Penasini.
went Jake Averillo, first try scorer.
Yeah, that might happen.
Bill, man of the match.
Oh, you skipped players.
No. I
Faisal.
scrapped that because it's the same thing.
Oh,
so,
okay. Man of the
who's
match?
Man of the match.
Man of the match, I said Tavita.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Okay.
Just
Hang on,
due to
yeah.
recent form, like last
okay,
week.
fair enough.
If he keeps it up.
Anthony,
I'm going to go with Matt Burton.
Matt
Yeah,
Burton.
same. I put
I think Matt Burton.
Yeah,
I think he's going to play
This
better.
is game.
He's
Yeah.
going to play really, really good this
I
week.
went Matt
man.
Burton, even with Origin, he might
Yeah.
want to prove something.
If he wants to prove himself,
I'd rather
Yeah.
him not get selected because we got Sharks the following
Yeah.
week. So if Hines is not playing, we got someone that can carry us.
Yeah.
Final one, Anthony, bold prediction.
look, how I said about anytime try scorer from the Fox, I think Josh is going to put 3 tries and 2 assists.
Okay.
Yeah, so
That's a
big
Danny
score.
Air performance.
Yeah.
But
That's actually a good.
That's my prediction.
Okay,
Right,
3
okay.
tries,
Go,
2
Bill.
assists.
How about yours, Bill?
Go, Bill.
Bill.
All right, I said Dogs lead 14-0 half time.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Dogs lead.
I said,
Wait, Shabba. Dogs lead 14-0. Half time. Yep.
I
Shabba.
said a forward to score.
a prop. A prop.
Oh,
you got to
any
say
prop?
one.
You have to say
No,
a prop. Like say Pangai
Say
or
it,
Preston or
No, it's good
or
to have.
Ockenball.
It's good
But
to have.
we just said props don't score, so it's just.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
but
who.
I thought
Oh,
you
like
choose-
what club?
No, yeah, because any prop could score.
Just do your one. Let me see.
I went Preston to score double
Well,
That's
yeah,
my
that's
bold
good.
prediction.
That's good.
because I'm saying, Shabba, you have a better chance
Okay,
to
yeah,
get
yeah.
a forward. If you select one, it's that's why it's harder.
Just pick any.
I need to see the lineup. Who's playing? Just forwards, yeah.
Yeah, who you said that?
I'll go Pangai Junior again.
Okay, Payne Guy Jr. to score. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's a wrap for our who you got.
So I'll go Campbell Gillard.
Campbell Gillard.
Yeah.
All right.
Imagine Pangai scores.
I think it will. I don't know. We'll see.
Score. Hold up. Okay, that's it. Well, that's it. Now we can't change it. It's
No,
locked
that's
in.
it. It's locked
so
in,
that's
yeah.
a wrap up for who you got. Bulldogs versus Eels. How many? Yeah, we still got time. So now NRL's done.
Onto Prem.
By the time we do our next podcast, the Origin will be. The teams will be selected.
Yeah,
so then we'll discuss
exactly,
about
yeah.
that. So now we're going to move on to Premier League. Of course, Premier League's done. But there's been a few matches, few transfer updates. So we'll start off with, of course, Man United losing against Man City in the FA Cup and what that means for Man City in the treble race. For me, as a United fan, look, Man City were more up for it than we were. They know that the treble's in their hands now. They can get the chance to finally grab something we own. And yes, United were digging in, they were fighting, but we never looked like we were going to score. City were creating more chances, and we just looked flat. Rashford didn't play good. Sancho was poor. So the whole team, I think, maybe tight fatigue got to him. But then again, that's no excuse. You're in a final, the last game of the season, just give it all you got. Because at the end of the day, the season's ending. You're going to go on your break and have a rest. But at that moment, just you got to put everything on the line. And unfortunately, they didn't. It looked like they weren't playing for what was ours, the treble. Hopefully, City don't go on and win it. I'm hoping Inter pull off a miracle and get the win, and City choke a Champions League final again. But yeah, man, it was a
Your
tough
only
loss.
threat of the game was like when Garnacho came on.
Yeah, exactly. Once Garnacho
You-
came on, the whole game changed.
Yeah, that's
like he
right.
already had 2 chances. One of them almost went in. Like
Hit the post, didn't it?
I think
Hit the post
I think he
or-
hit the post, and one just curled outside the box. So it was annoying because that's what Rashford should have been doing. Sancho
Yeah.
should have been doing.
Rashford's lazy. Does he work hard enough?
Sometimes, look, for me, Rashford.
That game, he looked very bad.
Look, Rashford's been fantastic this season, but sometimes I don't like his attitude. Sometimes when someone gives him a poor pass, instead of clapping him, don't want to keep going, he just gets annoyed. And sometimes I don't like that about him. I think he has to improve on that game. It's a team, what's it called? Sport. You can't just get annoyed when something doesn't go your way. Like sometimes he even hogs the ball. So what happened?
Sorry, no, keep going.
No, look, I saw Bulldogs.
Averillo signed.
Bulldogs centers Jake Averillo and Paul Amori have reportedly been given permission to look for new clubs next season.
Oh my gosh.
At the start. Fuck. Anyways,
Okay,
keep going.
Okay, after and Premier, we'll quickly talk about that. Breaking news out of official fan page Bulldogs, I think, but we'll go on to that later. But yeah, I feel like a news source right there, Bill.
Yeah,
Like breaking news interrupted.
Breaking news.
But yeah,
Even Sancho, bro, he's turning out to be one of the biggest flops in the last 2 years.
I think
I think Pepe was even better than him. Pepe, there was signs. He got in his first season, I'm pretty sure 8 goals, 9 assists, or the opposite.
Yeah.
There was signs of what he can do, Pepe. But Sancho, he was really bad.
Look, there's a
against
debate.
Man
Yeah,
City.
fair enough. There could be a debate, but I think Sancho has one more season. I think one more season. Mark Goldbridge was saying he's had his 3-month break when he's going through that tough time. He rested. He got his mind sorted. And now, instead of going to take another break, he's not in the England squad for the Euros qualifier. Focus on football. Get fit. Just work on your game so that when you come back to preseason, you can smash it. Put your name in the team list and just cement your spot, because he really needs to improve. And that FA Cup was probably one of his worst performances. Like, he showed nothing at all.
Even Casemiro, a lot of bad performances.
Yeah, everyone played bad, and that's what's annoying, because the FA Cup, we wanted to stop City winning the treble. They haven't won it yet, but that was the time. That's it. Put an end to it. They're not winning anymore. And it's a shame that they didn't get what that game meant. You could just see in them. Man City understood what that game meant. And good from Man City, they won. Fair enough, but at the end of the day, we should be doing better. This is going to motivate us and just help us improve next season to next time. Make sure we do get that FA Cup. So it's annoying, but
treble, I think they'll get it.
I think so, unless less.
Then my statement from a couple of weeks ago about the Invincibles being harder, it's going to turn out right.
It might be right. In I think when is it on Sunday? So
Sunday.
We'll wait and see. So that's a wrap up for that FA Cup final talk. Now, transfer update. Of course, it's that season where transfers coming left, right, and centre. We're gonna start off with McAllister. Not officially, but he's completed his medical according to Fabrizio Romano. I think it should be announced within a few hours. So, for 45 million, I think even less. So that's a bargain.
That's a very good signing, especially World Cup winner. He's done.
He helped Argentina win that trophy. So yeah, what are your thoughts on?
I think it's a very good signing. Like we said, we saw the downfall of Liverpool because of their midfield. You can see how weak and just a lot of old players in that midfield. Thiago still got it in him, but I think they need to move on from him. Henderson, Milner, so many players that they need to move on.
Milner's left, I think, to Brighton. Something like that.
McAllister, I think they did maybe some sort of swap deal. But McAllister, I think that's a suitable club for him. Perfect. I think he'll succeed at Liverpool. And now it's about signing another 2 midfielders that can work with McAllister.
They got Fabinho and that.
Oh, Fabinho, yeah, he'll probably
still.
Thiago's old. I think
Fabinho's still solid. I think they can get something out of him still,
because he was good ever since he signed for the club.
Yeah, so getting McAllister for 45 million these days in the transfer market, they triggered his release clause. I'm surprised it wasn't like 80 million or something. To get someone that price these days. And
he's proven to be a good player, McAllister.
He's proven to be.
He guided, like you said, Argentina to the World Cup final. He guided Brighton to the Europa League.
Yeah.
So lots of positives coming out from McAllister. Scored goals, assists. He has the whole package. So yeah, I think it's a good signing for Liverpool.
What do you rate it? We'll rate each one. I rate it an 8.
I think that's an 8 out of 10.
A solid 8 out of 10.
That's a good start for the midfield.
And they got the business early done, which is good. So it just releases the pressure off Klopp and the board, knowing that they've got their man. So next one, Benzema leaves Madrid. He's had a long period there. Now he's going to Al Ittihad. A lot of players are going to Saudi Arabia now. So he's one of the few. Kante's almost going there. Kante's going there. Zaha's linked to there, so a lot of players now on the move there. So Ronaldo's really set the foundation of now clubs interested to go there because of the big, of course, money they're offering to them. But yeah, what are your thoughts on Benzema leaving?
Look, I don't watch La Liga, of course, but I didn't see that coming. I thought Benzema could potentially have 2-3 more years at
European
level. So now that's aside, no more Champions League with that. Maybe he wants a new chapter. I don't know. He's from France, but his background.
28. Oh, stop it.
Stop it.
I finish what you're saying.
Finish it quickly. Yeah.
His background, isn't he like Arabic?
Yeah, he's Arabic,
something like that. So maybe he wants to go connection.
I think at that age, like, you can still play in Europe.
Or maybe, who knows, maybe they weren't offering what he wanted. But
surely other clubs are interested.
Maybe they wanted to move on. I don't know.
But I'm saying,
money talks there, man. They're going to be offering big money, especially with the age he's at now.
Of course, but it sets him up for life now.
So what would you give that?
For them,
I think he's signed.
I think he's officially signed.
For them, it's
for
good
him,
for the.
I think it's like a 5 out of 10 because what? It's not going to. But for the club, it's an 8 out of 10.
For the league,
solid. Yeah, it'll boost the comp. Yeah. Okay, so moving on to the next one. Kane linked with Real Madrid now, knowing that Benzema's left. He's also linked with Man United. Also linked with Chelsea. So where do you think he's going to end up, or potentially say Spurs?
You have to wait. Like this. So if he was to join United, if he wants to stay in the Premier League, sorry, he has a chance of winning the Premier League trophy, which he hasn't done at Spurs. He's been in the league for 10 years or something, and maybe has the desire to win the Premier League trophy, break the all-time. Has he broken it yet?
Not yet.
Break the all-time record for Alan
gonna stay in the
Shearer.
Prem.
So it's either he stays at United or he goes join a bigger club that can win the Champions League. I'm not saying United can't, but Real Madrid at that level where they can win the Champions League. So 2 big clubs, and either clubs he
Do you
joins,
think
it's a good move for him.
could persuade him to come to Chelsea? Because Chelsea are known to, when they get a team going, they win trophies. Like they just win Champions League. They just won it out of nothing.
But again, no Champions League for Chelsea.
That's right.
So
a big factor.
yeah, so. And possibly they won't win the Premier League, I reckon, next year. So is he going to really win a trophy next year? Possibly a domestic cup.
Depends, yeah.
So I think whatever club he chooses, whether it be Man United, Real Madrid, or Chelsea, it'll be he'll make the right decision because it's about time he leaves.
I think
the
United is
shithole.
the proper destination for him. I think he won't go to Spain. I think I was watching a video of Flex was saying he won't go to. I think he's not going to move his whole family and change his whole life when he's been in England for that long. And what you're going to go to Spain for 3 years? You might as well just stay in England, break the record, and just get a chance with Man United, Chelsea, some big clubs. He could potentially stay. You don't know. Kane could stay and stay loyal, finish out his contract, and then he'll decide on his options when his contract finishes. Maybe Postecoglou, whatever his last name is, Ange, maybe sorts out, maybe wants him to stay. But I think Man United and Kane is a perfect match. I think we need him to strike. I think Ten Hag can get the best of him. Rashford, Anthony working with him. Anthony has a good cross on him. So I think it's a perfect
Possibly
match.
Mbappe can go Madrid.
Yeah, maybe.
Get his
I don't
dream
know,
move.
Mbappe staying PSG this year. So yeah, I think Kane to United.
Kane to either club, I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, 9 out of 10. Even to be honest, 10 out of 10. You're getting someone that's going to score.
No, I said 9 out of 10.
No, I said 10 out of 10. You're getting a player that's going to score so many goals. So
Mount to Manchester United.
I think that's a good move. I think there's nothing wrong with it. I think we need squad depth, and I think he's going to bring something different to the team. I think his time at Chelsea might be over. I always say that if he's going to stay at Chelsea, he'll start, he'll play and get a new contract. So I think this is the only time we're going to have the chance to get him. I think we're going to pay around maybe 60 million, 50 million. Is that too much?
Player on the bench.
I don't know if he's going to start on the bench, but I think it is maybe too much. I think I pay 50 million because you look at City, they're paying a lot for all these players. And look, that's how it is these days. You're paying a lot for people that players are going to stay on the bench, play, they'll transition into the team. So
I don't see him sue United.
I think he will. I think I really.
So
think
what would you rate that?
If he comes, maybe
I think a solid 7.
A 7 out of 10. But I think Mount to United would be a good move. I think something different, something like refreshing. Ten Hag sees something in him, of course. So yeah, I'll be happy if we got
next
him.
one, Calcida and Declan Rice have agreed personal terms
With Arsenal.
It's just personal terms. It's when the official bid comes in where we could potentially sign them. But if we were to get them, wow, that'd be exceptional. That can help us
That'll be a
challenge
big
with
sign.
City because
Yeah, exactly.
Xhaka is leaving. Jorginho's no good. He won't guide us to a Premier League trophy. Partey is good. Everyone's saying sell him. But when you look at it, 3/4 of the season, he was one of our best players. But now just the dip of the form, we were
whole
under
team
pressure.
dipped,
The whole
yeah.
team dipped. So I'm not going to blame on him. And Elneny, he's not a long-term player. He's just bench player. So if we were to get Calcido and Declan
That'll
Rice,
be a big signing because
massive signing.
teams win based on midfield.
Yeah.
So if you have that squad depth as well, that's like a position where your team needs strengthening, and they're two players
And
that
we're
can
linked
bolster
with-
your defense and your attack.
And we're linked with Gundogan. City have offered him a new contract,
depends up to
but
him.
it depends up to him.
He might
If we
want
were
a
to
new
get
challenge.
him, that's good. Imagine getting Calcido, Rice, and Gundogan,
Yeah.
having Jorginho and Partey. I think that's a very strong midfield.
Yeah,
So
he might want a new
if we were
challenge.
to get that, I think that's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I think if you get both of them, 10
That's
out of 10.
10 out of
Big
10.
deal. Finally, what's next for Messi?
Just return to Barcelona, I think. I think he has to.
Apparently, who was telling me? One of my mates was saying that the American team, Atlanta United, are going to buy him just to loan him out to Barcelona because Barcelona can't afford him. So that's how it's going to work out. So I think he's going to return to Barcelona.
I think it's destined to happen.
Some way he's going to find his way back. And it's so quick that he left them. He was upset and all that, and he's coming back.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just the
weird
world
how
works.
football
Yeah.
works, man. Like one
Ronaldo to Madrid. Imagine that.
Like 1 minute you've left the club, you're crying, that's it, to end, and 1 minute you're coming back. So Messi, it's up in the air. I don't think he's joining any Premier League club.
Nah.
It'll be a good challenge for him if anyone has the money to afford him.
Yeah.
Newcastle maybe, like if they have the money, they have big money. So money speaks, as he said. So who knows? I think Newcastle should look into him if he really wants a new challenge.
So what would you rate it if it was to Mr. Barca? I think it's a 8.
It's Messi.
It's Messi.
Yeah.
Okay, before we wrap things up, Sir Alex Ferguson or Pep Guardiola, who's the better coach and who's had the most successful managerial career?
I think I'm going to stick with Ferguson. You look at the teams he's inherited ever since he came to the team. He promoted his team through youth. The treble team was from a team that was from the youth. Maybe he bought a few players, but everything of him was just from the scraps. He just built them, developed them, and just trained them to where they were. They all became on to be United legends because of that treble moment.
So Guardiola's been he's
known
been
to go
given
to clubs that are
already established.
They're a good team. He went to Barca. They were a fantastic team. Bayern, solid team.
Look, when you look at
Man City, solid team.
Ferguson has won 2 world's best club coach,
Yeah.
2 Champions League, 1 FIFA club winner, award 13 Premier League titles, 2 UEFA Super Cup, 5 FA Cups, 4 Carabao Cups, 10 Community Shields, 1
So he's won a lot.
Intercontinental Cup winner, 3 Scottish Champions, 1 Scottish League Cup, 4 Scottish Cup, 2 Scottish Cup,
Can't even speak.
Europa Pokal, and the 1999 treble achievement.
Speaks to itself. He's won
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much. Pep Guardiola said he comes to teams where they're sorted. I even think that Prime Jose is better than Pep because Jose came to teams where
And got him to
they
Champions
weren't good.
League.
He won them. He won Porto Champions League, Inter Champions League. So it's harder to do that with a team that's not really strong, with a team that is strong. But with Pep, the teams he's strong with, he makes them play fantastic football.
Guardiola.
Like even better to.
Yeah,
what
I
they
think
were.
playing style, I reckon Guardiola's got the best out of the team.
Maybe playing style, yes, but Sir Alex Ferguson is the much better coach. If we look at Pep's trophy cabinet, 2 World Cups, best club coach as well as Sir Alex Ferguson, 2 Champions League wins, 3 FIFA club winners, 5 Premier League titles, 3 German champions, 3 Spanish champions, 3 UEFA Super Cup, 2 German Cups, 2 FA Cups, 4 Carabao Cups, 3 Spanish Super Cups, and 2 Community Shields.
Look, they're both fantastic coaches.
Who would you choose?
If I was to... like you said, Ferguson builds his team from scrap and he gets them to where he wants them to be. But Guardiola is that manager. He just gets what he wants straight away. Get the money. He's spending by the world class players that he needs. But I think I'll just edge Alex Ferguson.
Yeah,
just
and look,
edge.
You can't blame Pep because this is how football is these days. The money. Yeah. So Sir Alex Ferguson, like he's better, and I'm not. You can't, as I said, you can't blame Pep Guardiola. The money is now in football. It's controlling football. So he's going to use that. So Pep is an amazing coach. Right now, the best coach in the world. He's probably second to Sir Alex Ferguson. But yeah, Pep Guardiola is an amazing coach.
I'm going Ferguson.
I'd always choose Ferguson just because of the teams he's inherited and just how he's built the teams up from scraps. So he's promoted them and trained them. So yeah, Sir Alex Ferguson any day. So that's a wrap for our Premier League talk. UFC boxing now.
Bill. Oh, mate. I can't wait for this main event.
Yeah.
UFC 289 this week on Sunday. We're going to talk about the co-main event. Charles Oliveira. Yeah. Bro, this bloke is going to... Former champ, but he's coming for a redemption,
Coming for
bro.
someone's heads, bro.
Oh, he's gonna he's gonna destroy Benul.
Who's in the main event of this card again?
Who?
Who's in the main event?
The main event, Amanda Nunes versus Irene Aldana.
Yeah.
So, bro, you know what?
Oliveira does it.
Yeah, Oliveira's going to come out so strong. I reckon he's going to beat the bloke, I think, in a minute in the first round.
You reckon?
Yeah. Charles Oliveira, bro. When you know Charles Oliveira...
What's Benil? What's Benil rank?
I haven't seen his record. I don't know anything about him.
Why do you think Oliveira wins?
Hey?
Why do you think Oliveira wins?
He's going to come out fine, man. He wants redemption. He's proving his point that he wants to go for his belt back, man. Yeah. That's why he's gone for that position. So he's not here to play games. He's not playing
100%.
Yeah. So I reckon Charles Oliveira is going to come out strong, man. I can't wait.
I like when Oliveira's on the winning side of things.
But because don't forget, because co-main event and the main event, they're all Brazilian fighters.
Yeah.
If you notice it,
right. Yeah.
But even for the main event too, Amanda Nunes, she's the GOAT.
Yeah.
She's going to come out firing too.
Amanda Nunes, she takes it, bro.
She takes it.
She's one of the goats in the women's division.
Yeah, absolutely.
In women's history, she's obviously up there with Ronda Rousey, with Holmes, you know. But I'll say Amanda Nunes.
Yeah, Amanda Nunes, she's going to come out. She's going to be so strong and ready to go. And honestly, bro, she's going to put a big show, man, on the octagon, bro.
100%.
So Amanda Nunes is going to be.
Hey, don't write off Benil, man. Fuck yeah, his face.
I don't know nothing about him.
His face, Tony Ferguson. He's won.
Has.
I've barely watched this bloke too, but I've seen here and there. I've seen his highlights and whatever. Oh, Blake's a ranked
Probably
fighter,
a bit
man.
decent, yeah. You would say.
Blake's a good fighter. It's 22 4-1.
Yeah.
22 wins, 4 losses.
Wow, that's a big record.
1 draw.
But he could be the underdog in this card as well. Because Charles Oliveira is the favourite.
Plays out. Bro. I'm saying.
I'm going to stick with Oliveira, man.
Yeah, and I'm saying Oliveira Nunes.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're going to talk about the Ultimate Fighter, episode 1 and 2.
Actually, before we get to that, we've got another fight this weekend in the boxing side of things. We've got Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez.
Okay.
It's honestly, I didn't hear about this fight till a couple of days ago. Like they haven't been.
So it was just like a last minute thing, yeah.
Not last minute. So they haven't been promoting this fight like as good as I thought they would. But Josh Taylor, he had a controversial win his last fight against Catterall. It went to the decision. He won. So he's the champ.
Yeah.
He's the undisputed champ.
Well, that's good.
So he basically the other bloke got robbed where he should have lost the fight, Josh Taylor. But that was the same case for Teofimo Lopez in his last fight. Forgot the bloke he was facing, but he was on the older side of the boxing scene, man. He didn't win the fight. It went to the decision. He won by split decision. A lot of people thought the other bloke won. So they're both. They're both coming off sort of robbery fights.
Yeah.
So they're both clashing together. Josh Taylor, 19-0. Teofimo,
undefeated,
I think he's 20-1, I think he is.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be a fiery bout. Teofimo's got some nice head movement. He's got some nice power. But I reckon he should watch out for Josh Taylor's body shots because the bloke can throw, man.
It's probably dangerous, right?
He's both got a chin too. He's got a decent chin, Josh Taylor.
No, that's cool.
But
man.
I reckon if Teofimo lands that overhand right, which he usually does, he's got some nice power, as I said. It could be nighty night for Josh Taylor. But can't wait for this fight, actually, man. So it's for the WBO Super Lightweight Championship. So if Teofimo wins, he'll be back on the winning side of things, be right back in the winning column. He'll be back in the conversation of elite fighters of that division. But if he loses, he'll be out of that conversation, man.
Yeah.
Like, with top fighters like Haney and
that's
Kambosos. Right. But we'll see how this plays out. My prediction for this fight, I'm saying Teofimo gets it done. I don't know. I feel like he edges. He's got a lot riding on this. He usually doubts. Like sometimes he's got this thing where he doubts coming into in some of his fights where he doubts his abilities. If that becomes a factor, he loses the fight. But you know what? A lot is riding on Teofimo's career in this fight. I reckon Teofimo gets it done. I say it goes to the judges.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree with you on that one as well.
Yeah, easy. So let's jump to the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah,
Anthony.
so the
Let's
Ultimate
talk about
Fighter,
episode 1 first.
Bro, I couldn't wait when Ultimate Fighter, when they actually announced about McGregor and Chandler.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And look, I'm a big fan of Chandler as well.
Yeah.
Bro, and honestly, I couldn't believe what just happened last week, episode 1.
9 seconds.
Roosevelt Roberts just defeated what's his name?
Roosevelt Roberts defeated Nate Gentleman in 9 seconds.
And Dana White even said it in the episode. He said no one hasn't even won in 9 seconds in history in the Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, it was such a quick episode. It made for a quick episode.
He went for it and then just locked him out by TKO over 9 seconds.
That just shows these veterans, they want it bad, man.
Right, they want that
bad.
because you know what? How many times they've been in the octagon? They've won some, they've lost some.
Yeah.
So and they didn't make their name for themselves in the octagon. That's why they had the bit of a break. And he even said it in his story
poor
too.
Nate, but you saw his backstory and whatever about his family. How he's fighting. I mean, they all are fighting for their families.
And they're like, because they're in the octagon as well. Like I understand, but they moved away from their families because they're there for a reason. Because they want to become a UFC fighter.
To lose in 9 seconds, man, that's tough. That can be tough on your confidence.
Of course,
like leading into his next
after
bout.
the preparation and the training, the effort, and even when the coaches are helping you out to be ready. And this is what happens. It just happens out of a blue moon.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? But you know what, Roberts, that was the best winning record. 9 seconds. Yeah. That was the best. I was happy that he won.
He fought a few times in the UFC.
Yeah, he did in the fight nights.
Yeah,
Actually,
the fight nights.
Fight nights, he actually did.
Too well to what he said at the end of the day. He was
I think it was the last two fights. I think he wasn't in his prime. Like he wasn't.
No, he was like at the end, like he wasn't. He was just.
He wasn't
fighting
himself.
For the money.
Yeah.
He wasn't fighting for the love of the sport. He's like now he picked up the love for the sport again, and now he's won in 9 seconds. He wants a badge.
Exactly. He wants. If he's going to go all the way, I hope he steps up right now.
Was he Michael Chandler's #1 pick or no?
I think so. Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No, it wasn't. I'm not too sure.
No, but
you can't
but
say
Chandler
who.
said Chandler said he
chose
one of
the
top
veterans.
blokes.
Like in the different divisions.
Like, see how they rank the fighters.
Yeah.
How the picks
So he
went
must
from
be
1 to
number
4.
2 or number 3.
Yeah, I think it was.
could be.
But episode 2, that just ended today. What do you think of that episode?
Right. Speaking of that, at the start of the episode, Tima Valiv and Trevor Wills, they had to call off the fight because he had the what is it called? The cold sore on his face. So
that was that Dagestani fighter, wasn't it?
Yeah. So Michael Chandler had to get pulled off in the locker room with the doctors. They actually said to him that I don't think Tima has to fight because
he didn't pass the test.
Yeah, so Trevor Wells didn't pass the test, so he had to go to doctors because he had that cold sore on his face. So Dana White made a decision that they have to pull off the fight, so it could happen next week.
They're going to meet at a catchweight. They said,
in the catchweight
cutting. It will be unfair to.
And you know what's funny because Tima was saying to Michael Chandler, so do I have to cut weight again?
Yeah.
And Michael Chandler said, I think you have to,
and then Dana White's like, it's unfair for him to like cut all this weight and not for there to be
and he was prepared for it.
So I think they're going to meet at a catch weight now, so that way they
have to cut weight again.
It's an even match. They don't have to cut that much weight.
Yeah, exactly. But Haram, like it's after all that prep and the preparation and all that effortless, like they put their heart and soul to be ready for the fight.
That's why Dana White fell for him too.
Yeah, and Dana White felt so sorry.
Who's the Dagestani name? What's his name again?
Tima Valiv.
Yeah, that bloke. Yeah, that bloke. But it's tough when you're losing weight. But episode 2, man, Cody Gibson.
Yeah,
Mondo.
Yeah. Cody Gibson, bro. That flying knee, bro. I think it was like in a minute and something.
Flying knee, man.
I actually watched it. He had a good lot of punches too, and he was on the cage. Yeah, he had a good.
He dominated that fight. Gibson actually dominated the fight. But it just shows these veterans they want it bad, man. Like, look now the prospects against the veterans they're 2-0 now.
They are. Michael Chandler's leading 2-0. That gives him a better advantage.
Exactly.
But you know what, Cody Gibson, bro. Look, he was on the cage, and he kept punching, man. He was on the floor a bit. They got back up.
His face was all busted up, man.
Yeah, Mondo, bro. He was like busted up to the extreme, bro.
Look, he had a game plan. The Chandler team had a game plan for him, and he delivered. He got the result he wanted.
Yeah, but. It is what it is. He has to get back to training. Yeah. But end of the day, I've actually said it. I said it to my mates. They're all saying who you reckon is going to win, towards the Ultimate Fighter and Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler.
You don't know yet.
I said my prediction. Michael Chandler is going to be the favorite to win.
I'll say Michael Chandler. As a McGregor fan, I'll say Chandler. I feel Chandler has. I saw it with.
He's more calm.
See with Cody Gibson.
Yeah,
how they were talking in the.
In the backstage. Yeah,
backstage, how he's like, I'm adopted, and see how Michael Chandler.
Yeah, I actually saw that. So he was discussing with Michael Chandler, saying, were you adopted when you were young? This and that. And he actually adopted his own stepson.
Yeah. Who, Michael Chandler?
Michael Chandler,
yeah, exactly.
And then he spoke to him and said...
So that's what I'm saying. I feel Chandler has more of a connection to these blokes, whereas McGregor, he has that bit of a connection, but I don't feel like he's just
out of money and...
No, not that. Like, I don't feel he's like...
what is it?
That close with the blokes so far.
Yeah, actually...
Michael Chandler, I feel he's more down
I've actually noticed that he's not that very close with the fighters, but Michael Chandler actually talks to you and he helps you out.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel Michael Chandler maybe edges the victory in this season.
Absolutely, yeah. But Cody Gibson, like the way how he showed his past story and his experience, that he was adopted, but then he knew that his parents spoke to him after after 15 years or something, and then his brother, because him and his brother were together, and then he had his his brother was disabled, Harold. So that's why they're all reunited together, and I saw it on Zoom. On the episode of the Ultimate Fighter episode 2. It's good that he's reconnected with his family and they're getting close.
No, it's good.
Look, honestly, I'm happy that Cody Gibson won that fight. That flying knee, man, that was so dangerous.
Bro.
That buff, man. He went up.
flashbacks of Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah, but you know what?
That was crazy.
But you know what?
You know what? I feel like he got cocky, Mondo. He landed.
he
I remember
actually
he
did.
landed that right hand, and then he stunned him. Not stunned him, but he
Yeah.
rocked him a bit. And then he got cocky a bit, and then that flying knee came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, man.
Bang.
But Cody Gibson, he actually said to Mondo, sorry, Mondo, like, I'm going to win this fight, man.
These veterans, man.
The veterans, they know the knowledge, they know the experience.
They want it.
You know what I mean?
More than his prospects. They know what getting a UFC contract, like, what it comes with. They know what it comes with, man. They want a
course.
responsibility. Like, they want a second chance. This is their last chance. They're 33, 34, 35.
Absolutely. But the way Michael Chandler's doing his job properly, and he bring, what's his name? His trainer? I think it was, Matt Brown. No, not Matt Brown.
The one with the long hair?
Yeah, and the tatted bloke, what's his name? Brian Bader?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he has a very good coaching system
Yeah,
with him.
yeah.
And you know what? To be fair, I think Michael Chandler's team's going to win the whole way,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
The way how their knowledge and the veterans' experience, the toughness, the grit,
Yeah.
the way I'm seeing it, I think Michael Chandler's going to win this whole
I want
series.
McGregor to win it, but I feel like...
But I think he's out of confidence. I think Conor McGregor's just... I know he's helping the team out, but I don't see that the support.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what I've noticed?
Exactly.
Every time when the fighters are in the octagon, Chandler's actually sitting down
Sitting
with...
right in
with-
the-
yeah,
yeah.
they're actually with the group together and they know what they're talking
Exactly.
about. But Conor McGregor's standing up and doesn't know what he's talking about.
Exactly.
Then why did you train all that effortless like with the fighters?
That's why I don't
and
feel
then
like
all
he's-
you see at fight night, he's standing up.
Yeah.
I understand that, but if you want your team to go all the way, you have to sit by the octagon and tell them what to do.
yeah.
Chandler's doing it.
That's what I'm saying. It's more with the team.
Yeah,
More with
Chandler's
the
doing
fighters.
the proper job,
That's
and
why
he
it's-
knows what he's capable of, and he's been there and he's done there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he's on the winning side right now. 2-0.
Yeah, but don't forget when Conor McGregor was the coach with Uriah Faber. Remember
Faber,
Uriah Faber when
yeah.
they had those beef
Yeah,
together?
yeah.
Yeah, come on,
That
man.
was a crazy time of that
But
world.
the way Michael Chandler's doing his job, he's doing a perfect job. I think
Yeah.
like 9.5 out of 10.
Like, honestly, he's
But
smashing.
McGregor, I think about 5 out of 10.
He didn't
Just
even
5 out of-
show up for one of the weigh-ins, that first episode.
And you know what's funny? You know what? Before I get to your point, my mates were actually telling me the other week why McGregor's gone back to the Ultimate Fighter. I was saying to my mates, I said,
Money.
I know it's for money and fame, but they said, do you think Michael Chandler's going to defeat him? I said, of course he's going to defeat him. The way after all the controversy that happened after when he lost against Khabib, and then he won against Donald Cerrone, and then he lost twice against Dustin Poirier.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he's becoming the
I'm
coach.
sick of talking about if McGregor's going to win or lose. I just want to see
The
how
way
this fight
I'm
plays
saying that
out.
Michael Chandler's leading the way and he's in the right move,
yeah.
I think Michael Chandler's going to win against Conor McGregor, and he is confident.
We'll see,
the way
man.
he's calm,
I don't know.
I think so.
We'll see. But like back to what I said
Yeah,
about the
back-
weigh-in.
yeah, back what you said, yeah.
That's another point about how Michael Chandler's with the fighters. He's at the weigh-ins. He's doing like I think
Helping him out, training
I think
him out,
McGregor
yeah.
was at the weigh-ins the second episode, but
Yeah.
the first episode, whatever he had going on, he wasn't with.
He wasn't paying
He
attention.
wasn't with gentlemen.
Yeah, he wasn't paying attention.
He weighed in by himself without his coach.
Yeah, exactly.
Where Michael Chandler was standing with his fighter.
And his full support. And,
Exactly.
and you know what? It's good that when the fighters are open up about their stories,
Yeah,
about
yeah.
their situations in the past, it's good that Chandler helps them out.
Like
and gives
honestly,
them-
as a McGregor fan, if I'm a prospect or I'm a veteran, whatever, making my way to a UFC contract, I'd personally I'd learn a lot from McGregor. I learned like motivation wise, training wise, that McGregor mentality, the McGregor that won 2 belts.
Absolutely,
But
yeah.
I'd want to be on Chandler's team.
yeah, because
The support.
yeah, the support, the toughness, the
Exactly.
motivation, how can I tell you, and the stories that how you're explaining it to your own coach. And,
I feel like
and
how-
he's very helpful.
How about also when he won the fight? What's his name? Cody Gibson.
with the fine
how he
knee.
hugged him and he's like
And he said, "You've done a very good job."
Yeah.
And what's that? And you know what? Even after when Mondo lost the fight,
Yeah.
one of Chandler's fighters actually told Mondo, "Keep your head
Yeah,
up."
exactly.
Yeah, look, it's
Exactly.
good that I know when they lose the fight,
Sportsmanship.
it gives them that motivation
Yeah.
and that sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Keep your head up. You know,
Yeah.
doesn't matter if you lose. You're going to win the next one.
100%,
You know what I mean?
100%.
That motivates you harder.
That's right,
But
that's right.
End of the day, Michael Chandler is doing a very good job.
Yeah,
I
so
think
far.
Dana White has done a good job for Michael Chandler's position.
yeah.
So I think Michael Chandler's going to win this whole Ultimate Fighter. What do you reckon?
I don't know. Hopefully McGregor. But
Look, I reckon
I like to
McGregor-
see the
I reckon-
prospects. I like
yeah,
to
look,
see. 'Cause
I know,
look,
yeah, yeah.
If a
I
veteran,
was gonna say that,
If a veteran
yeah.
gets a contract, they got another 5 years. If,
I don't know.
if that.
It's very tricky.
You know what I mean? Like they're already on the backside of their career.
Look,
I feel like
he will get wins. Don't get me wrong.
I'm
Probably
saying-
one or
yeah.
two fights, but
I'm
the
saying
way
prospects got their whole career ahead of them.
Yeah, I know, because
That's why
they're
I want
in
to see the
different
prospects.
promotions,
I
yeah.
want to see the prospects win because they're still
Absolutely.
22, 23 years old, making their way up. They're making their way up, not towards the back end of their careers.
for sure.
Where they want to get a few wins and whatever. But I don't know. We'll see how it plays
But
out.
you can tell by the UFC veterans, bro. They've had that experience. They know
they
know their experience.
Yeah, exactly.
So if they're going to win more fights in the Ultimate Fighter, that's
Yeah.
going to give them a big boost.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think I'm sticking with Michael Chandler the whole way, and I know he's going to defeat
I want
Conor
McGregor
McGregor.
to win. I want them
So-
to win. Yeah.
Anyways, we're going to talk about that's a wrap from UFC. Sorry, we're going to talk about WWE. So on Friday night, SmackDown boys, Triple H congratulated Roman Reigns on the 1,000 days as champion, and he actually revealed the new undisputed WWE Championship belt. What do you think about the belt, boys?
I don't like it.
It's just gold.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah, I really don't like. I don't rate
For
it.
me, it just gives me the same vibe as the Universal.
Yeah.
Change it up.
Yeah, I don't rate it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I thought Triple H will bring back the undisputed WWE Championship from back in 02 to 03. You know, the 02,
I was
03
looking
version.
for a new.
Yeah, I was waiting for that moment.
Style, man.
I was actually reading the Twitter and rumors, people saying, I thought the 02, 03 belt was coming back.
Yeah.
That would have been
Let's
nice.
say
Yeah, I
they're trying
would've-
to set something up for later.
Yeah, maybe it
As
could
in, like,
happen later.
Once they dethrone Roman Reigns,
They'll get one.
Like what for making a new belt design now where they can make it later on the
And it's all
Cody
gold.
Rhodes.
Like, it doesn't stand out. It really
I
doesn't
think
stand
Cody
out. to
Rhodes
me.
they should have just kept the original, the two belts.
Maybe later. I'm thinking later they might
Maybe.
bring something
Yeah,
like
I
a new.
wanna-
Because look at the belt design they brought in for the world heavyweight.
Yeah.
And look at this belt design. You can see that
Yeah,
there's,
like
there's
that-
a
The
plan.
world heavyweight
Yeah.
stands out. And
Why would they change that?
Yeah,
big
that's a
time?
massive downgrade. So
Yeah,
I feel
it
like
is.
whoever's the new title holder
They'll
will
make
get a new
one.
belt.
Cody Rhodes.
I think it will,
Because
yeah.
they need to upgrade with these belts.
Yeah, 'cause
Now everyone's getting used to the world heavyweight champion.
Look,
Now
I
they-
actually like the world heavyweight
I
because
do, yeah.
Seth Rollins actually is representing for the division, whatever. But
Yeah.
I'm saying anyone's going to have that challenge for that world heavyweight championship. But the way how Triple H, sorry, can't say the way how Triple H done a good job on that belt. That bring back the old history of the
Yeah,
world
it's a
heavyweight.
nice belt.
So he's done a really good job. But with this WWE Undisputed,
It's not nice.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Out of 10, I think it's like 3
Like
out of
Bill
10.
said, no effort in
That's
it.
my opinion.
That's why they're waiting for
They just
possibly.
change a color a bit. That's it.
No,
Yeah.
they just want
Still
black
have
belt
the-
gold.
They're waiting
still
for
have, like,
something.
the pentagon of the two sides.
Yeah.
Not nice at all. But now he has one belt. I think it's nice.
It's better to have one belt,
Yeah.
but 2 belts, it's too much.
I think it's nice 2 belts for now. Just finish it off.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
bring
Yeah,
in a big
but
belt.
you remember when what was it? The Night of Champions when Sami Zayn and Owens when they defeated
Yeah.
Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Roman Reigns was actually burning. He wanted to have the tag team belts
with him.
on his waist.
Yeah.
But end of the day, bro, Sami Zayn and Owens,
They were gonna win it.
They won it. So
Yeah,
fair
but
and square.
speak about that belt. Following the what's called congratulating Roman on the 1,000 days of being the undisputed champion.
Yeah.
Lots of chaos happened on SmackDown during that night when Jimmy Uso was against Roman. He tried to convince Solo to come with his brother.
To stay
him and
with his
Jay,
brother,
yeah.
'cause that's his
He
brother, man.
betrayed Roman at one point of the show. Roman then decided to make up with Jimmy, Jay, and Solo.
Uso, yeah.
But then it flipped around and then Solo attacked Jimmy.
Yeah, so
what do you
I
think?
actually saw
What's going to
that.
happen now? It's like-
Look, I think Solo's going to stay with Reigns just for that short period of time. But then he's going to turn on Reigns and go with his brothers because it's his brothers, man. Like,
brothers
they've
first.
been there since like childhood. You know what I mean? Like, and don't forget childhood. But I'm saying you have to understand the storyline. Who was the ones that they started this whole journey? Jimmy and Jay, they're the ones they started the whole journey.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're the one. Yeah,
They are the ones.
They are the ones because they came
get
in. Yeah, of course. Anyways, but I'm just saying, Jay and Jimmy.
They're the ones.
Yeah. Let me get to my bloody point. But I'm just saying because they can't.
But what are they?
No, I'm just saying because they started in 2012.
Yeah.
So, the funny thing was their uncle, Umaga, that passed away, he's the one that bring him into WWE.
exactly. I heard that,
He said, "Yous are going to shine in your prime."
Yeah.
So, to be fair, man,
They're in their prime now.
yeah, they are, bro. 10 years later, they've done a very good job.
They were nothing when they started. Look at them now.
Exactly. They had to make their way to the top.
Yeah.
What, they had to fight primetime players. They had to fight the New Day,
Everything.
Goldust and Stardust.
But of course, this storyline gave him the whole.
That's like the
Yeah.
same with Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Roman Reigns too.
This is what made him.
And he's always been doubted too when he started. He done a good job as the Shield, like, as the muscle.
Yeah.
But then when he was on his own,
Everyone hated
when he won the Rumble, everyone doubted him because he said that he's going to lose this and that.
Jey Uso hasn't. Well, he's on his brother's side, but he hasn't turned against Roman yet.
Yeah.
Because I
But
was.
Paul Heyman even said on Monday Night Raw
Yeah, I saw,
yesterday that he wants Jay to
be on
betray Jimmy. I don't think it's going to
That
happen.
won't happen. He'll choose
But
his brother.
Solo will betray Roman Reigns.
I think
It's gonna
somehow
happen.
it's going to Solo Roman versus Usos.
Yeah.
It could happen, and then that's when Solo will betray Roman Reigns.
Jay's gonna.
I think Jay should become the champion.
He's gonna say with his brother.
But do you think they might get jealous if Jay wins against Roman Reigns? Because I know how he's going to be with his brothers together if it happens.
That's a good storyline.
But Jay even said on the interviews the past, he said, I don't want to betray my brother. It's my brother, man. My twin brother.
Yeah, he won't.
If he wins the WWE Undisputed Champion,
He'll
I don't
support
want
him.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But you know what? It's funny because there's a lot of potential in SmackDown right now. You got AJ Styles. Who else you got? Karrion Kross.
Austin Theory.
Austin Theory. There's a lot of potential
Lot.
that could be the Undisputed. So,
Yeah, there's a lot of what's it called.
but you know what? After when the bloodline crumbles,
that's it.
That's it.
it changes.
Yeah,
gonna
that's-
end.
It's going to change.
It's
going
gonna
to
feel
end.
a bit weird, but
Yeah, it will be.
Roman's gonna hold it for. Personally,
I don't know, a few months.
Until
I think
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, to be honest. But
Yeah, probably.
I hope not.
I think Cody Rhodes is going to be because Cody Rhodes came for one reason.
Yeah.
He's
For
not
the
going to come
championship,
for the
yeah.
world heavyweight.
They're going to plan for Rhodes.
Yeah.
Yes, the world heavyweight it's now it's considered a big title, but
Yeah.
he came for those two belts.
But he's won in the AEW the TNT Championship.
Yeah.
In the COVID time,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But he hasn't won. Look, I know he's won Intercontinental World Tag Team and all that.
He wants a big
Yeah,
one.
he wants the
WWE
massive
title.
one.
Look, we can all agree this is possibly the best storyline ever in WWE. One of the best.
One of it.
I'm gonna just mention. What do you think is the best storyline
Of
ever
all time?
Of all time.
One that I could think of is The Rock versus Cena.
Oh yes,
say that.
Yeah,
yes.
back in 2012
I
and
agree.
13. Yeah,
I agree,
remember
yeah.
that one.
From leading up from WrestleMania 27, where he was the host of WrestleMania,
Yeah.
and then leading up to that once in a lifetime match, WrestleMania 28,
Yeah.
and then the rematch, WrestleMania
That was
29.
crazy. Like even the promos.
The promos.
Do you remember Rock acting? No, the little kid acting as Cena.
yes,
to Rock.
yes.
That was
Those
crazy.
Rock promos. What are the fruity pebbles?
Yes.
Yeah, and
yeah.
they had beef like
Yeah,
real
like
beef. That's
real
why
life beef.
some of their
So that's why, like, you got the two biggest stars in The Rock and Cena.
know how to talk.
Cena was at the top of WWE. The Rock was he was peaking in Hollywood.
Yeah,
he
that's
was
right.
the top of
Yeah,
WWE.
yeah, we were
You had them clashing together. The fans loved it.
Bro,
we
they
loved the
enjoyed it,
storyline.
yeah.
They made for a mad match at WrestleMania.
What did Cena
28.
say to him? Like it was actual roast.
And he got
to him.
angry.
What
About
did he say?
about the wrist.
Oh, the wrist, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that whole storyline, it led
Yeah,
for 2
and
years.
yeah.
It was
As
even the
you said-
rematch. How it just came full circle at the end.
They came back
where
again.
he won the belt, and then he raised Cena's hand just to complete that storyline.
Yeah, that's it.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Even when you say Rock's like peaking at his Hollywood, like he was making movies,
Yeah.
like he was in Fast and Furious,
Yeah.
Central Intelligence, the movie. So it was such a like great storyline.
Yeah.
As
And you
I said,
know what
they
else
both
is
had
a
their peak.
quite a good storyline when Daniel Bryan joined
Oh,
Bray
Bray
Wyatt
Wyatt,
family.
yeah,
that
that
was
was-
period.
that
of
was-
Cena,
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan and
That
the
was-
Wyatt
Some of the
family.
yes
Wow.
movement. Yes,
Yeah,
movement
that
with
was
authority.
massive,
That was that's a notable mention.
Do you remember we did it in school?
Yeah, yeah.
That was crazy.
At
bro.
primary school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Wait,
mad.
what did we do?
It was in primary. I don't know.
Some
The whole
teacher said
the
something.
whole school was just saying yes. Yes.
Oh, that's
Do you
a hidden
remember that?
memory.
Daniel Bryan chant,
bro.
yeah.
It was
Oh
crazy,
my-
bro. It was such a big thing.
Yeah,
It was a big
Massive,
thing back
yeah.
in that
You know, I
time.
did not think about that until now.
I remember.
He actually started it in 2012.
Yeah.
Daniel
so
Bryan.
you're about the Rock and Cena,
Yeah.
and I think Daniel Bryan and John Cena, the Bray Wyatt
That
family.
was crazy.
Yeah.
That was
very
mad.
good.
That was mad.
What about you, Anthony?
I always say about Undertaker's storyline that he had the best one, but I'm actually going to talk about the late 90s in WCW when the NWO formed. So,
Hulk Hogan when he-
yeah.
Did you
So,
watch that live, Anthony?
yeah, I've watched it on tapes and that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched it live when I was like very young when we
Yeah,
had those videotapes back in the days.
Hulk
the old school.
Hogan came.
Yeah, so
He betrayed.
Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, I think their contract was ended up in WF, so they'll finish. So where else are they going to go? So they actually went to WCW, and they came into the crowd,
Yeah.
and Eric Bischoff actually got him into WCW, but they had the storyline. They actually started to build it up. And they're saying, what are you guys are doing here? Yeah. So they're trying to make the name to themselves, and they're trying to destroy every superstar in WCW. And that's when I remember, I think it was Bash at the Beach. I think it was in 96 or 97. That's when Hulk Hogan arrived.
Yeah.
And then he betrayed Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah.
And then they joined in the
I watched
NWO.
that recently, actually.
I actually enjoyed the NWO. That was the best storyline.
One of the best factions in WWE.
That was the best faction.
everyone
They were
should
debating about NWO or DX back in the days, in the Monday Night Wars.
I said DX.
DX.
Look, I love DX. They were
DX.
super funny.
Yeah.
That was super. Triple H and Shawn Michaels, best storyline.
They tried to do that in the PG era, not the PG era.
I think,
with Shawn Michaels and Triple H, it didn't work as good as the Attitude Era.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the Attitude Era. They were
But
ruthless,
I'm debating between DX and NWO because I remember when I was watching the documentary of NWO, Kevin Nash even said it's not going to work out. So he had to do a new group faction, the NWO Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Remember the red sign?
Yeah.
So when Sting was there, Lex Luger, Conan, there was tons of them, man.
The Too Sweet. No,
Yeah, the Too
Look,
Sweet
there's
sign,
a lot of great storylines. You got Shield.
that
That
was
period,
good.
you got the NXT when
NXT,
they
that was
destroyed.
good
There's a lot
period.
of great storylines.
Hey, Nexus. That was
Nexus, that was only a short period of time. But look, I'm going to be fair. The best storyline of that I loved was Undertaker Randy Orton. Undertaker Randy Orton.
You
That
just
was
said that one.
for 2 years.
Yeah, didn't you say that one?
I think before. But I'm going to keep with that.
No, you just said that was.
NWO?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's
sorry,
your
I'm going to
favourite.
stick with NWO.
Yeah, all right.
NWO,
What was
they done a really good job, but then they...
Rock and Cena.
Yeah, so
To
NWO.
me, that's up there, but I'm going to mention the Bray Wyatt.
There's a lot of good storylines, man.
Look, speaking of NWO, Joseph Hanna loves NWO. So, Joseph, if you're watching it, I love you, cuz. So, he loves the NWO, big time fan. So,
I think that's a wrap.
yeah, that's a big wrap.
Yeah.
So, I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're going to put a video on TikTok about who's going to be the number 7 for the Origin. So, we'll do that in the next few minutes' time. So,
No, man, it takes more than 2 minutes.
Do you know how to end the video, bro?
yeah, we are going to end the video.
We'll end it.
Anyway.
Cut. Yeah, cut.
Anyways,
Cut.
as he said, like,
You
comment,
edited it,
subscribe. We're going to the Para and
Dogs game on Monday.
We're going to run amok over there, so beware. So,
That's right.
anyways,
That's a wrap.
Take it easy.
Touchline out.
See you later.